Okay, hi YouTube. We're back. Another podcast. I'm here with the goats themselves. I got. Where is TG? I have Wabe World. W name change. W name change. I have Dev Cleasy.
Oh,
I have Micah, not Michael, by the way. And I had a
Yo.
goat. I got Copestar. Kobe.
Oh, brother.
Yeah. Holy frick, man.
that's KKG right
I'm glad
there.
that's
Oh,
KKG for real.
y'all serious? What's
Yeah,
good though?
we
What's good?
we serious. Okay, so the topic we're doing today is mental health, and I saved this one because I feel like we could talk about this for a lot longer than we talked about the other things that we have, because I feel like all of us, specifically to each their own, been have experienced a lot of shit, and dealing with mental health I feel like is an issue that all of us can talk about for a while. I know I can, specifically because I feel like it gets neglected a lot when you talk about stuff. And also, chat, if you want to add into any topics, 'cause I already have a few, but like if y'all have any topics y'all want specifically to talk about, you can go ahead and put them in chat. I'll read them. But first starting off with, what was my first one that I wanted to do? Um, it was mommy. What the fuck, Toki? It was, what can you
Huh?
do to take care of your mental health? Like, what do y'all do whenever y'all are starting to feel this shit, that like the depression, like the really bad depression? What is some things that y'all do for yourselves that help you get out of that mindset that you've had to? Because I'm assuming you have to learn this yourself, of what makes you happy and what y'all have to do. So like, what are the types of things that y'all do? For me, it's music, 100%.
First thing,
Yes.
uh, off social media, off it.
Off social media.
Yeah.
Mm.
Uh, then just focus on yourself. To be honest, music's a big help. And if you got close friends, like I don't know, cause I know a lot of people keep shit in. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? It's good to let it out from time to time. I got a bad problem with this. I don't let shit out at all, for real.
Yeah.
Letting out helps, even though it feels
100%.
like it doesn't. It definitely does deep down.
100%.
And yeah, social media is not good if you're not like feeling right mentally. That shit is toxic as hell to you.
I think I watched, what was it, the Daquan video. I watched like a couple minutes of it. He's talking about how he took like a social media break because it was like fucking with him, and he said that was the best break he's had or some shit. Mikey, didn't you watch the video too?
Yeah, I watched. I ain't get through it though, cause I be
I
talking and
nigga,
shit.
I
But
didn't get
yeah,
through it. I got through 2 minutes of it, bro. So I'm right there with you, brother. But I
yeah. But
think he was
I agree. I agree there.
with social media, with the whole taking a
Yeah,
step back. I
yeah. I
feel
agree with
like
that.
the thing of what's good, Vegeta. I feel like the thing with social media and being a content creator is that it's like you have to be on social media. Like you can't not see or like update yourself on social media being a content creator. And I think that's what makes it a little bit harder,
Hard. Mm-hmm.
because like it's like this is at a point, this is your job, right? So like for me, I can't not be like, oh, I'm not gonna go on Discord. I'm not gonna go on my phone today. I'm not gonna go on my PC today.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
It's
Like I can't
I
not
think, oh my
go
god,
on my
yeah.
PC because there's shit that I have to do. I have to talk to people. I have to collaborate with people. There's just things I have to do. So like if I were to take like a break, a social media break, I feel like that just would negatively affect my what I have going on, even though it might benefit me mentally. Like there's been so many times I know, like I've had to push through like a lot of mental shit. If I got something going on, like I can't let that affect this. Does that make sense? Like
Mm-hmm.
being a content creator, you have to like put your feelings to the side to a certain extent, and just get through it, because like if this is really what you want to do, you can. Like my mentality right now is like I can be sad whenever I have a mansion. I don't want to be sad with the shit I got going on right now. I can be sad when I'm successful. I can be sad when I buy my mom a house. That's my mentality right now.
Real. It's so
Like
real.
I just don't have time to be depressed. As shitty as that sounds, I don't have time to be sad. As much as I would quote unquote want to, right? It's like the world is still gonna move, right? It's not gonna wait on me to get unsad. It's not gonna wait on whatever. it's gonna. Yeah, I gotta keep on. You gotta keep on pushing. That's my mentality. I just gotta keep it pushing. I tell that to everyone. Just gotta keep it pushing. Gotta keep it pushing. But who's next? Wabe, what do you do to whenever you're feeling depressed or like going through one of your phases? What is some things that you do for yourself?
I ain't gonna lie. Which I said earlier about like the whole getting like feeling like you can't really get off social media because it's kind of like what you do in a sense. That's like a big problem that I had. Like I like whenever I be feeling some type of way, I'd be stuck in a loop of like, damn, like I don't want to be on this platform, but like fuck, I kind of need it to do what I'm trying to do. Like I don't want to take a break from working and getting my shit out there, but at the same time, bro, like I don't want to be doing this type shit. But honestly, what I like to do is just like I don't really like to tell people a whole lot of stuff, but I'd rather just go out and get get some air, like literally just walking outside, running a mile or two, like listening to some music and just getting air. Like that shit just it makes me feel a lot better because I always have a thing where like I feel trapped. I feel like I feel like I'm stuck. Like I'm stuck in like a certain place, and getting out of that environment just kind of it changes your whole perspective on anything. Like just getting some air, seeing the sky, seeing like watching like shit move, like you see a fucking bird running like flying around and shit. You like, damn, like that little nigga good, like that nigga do. I swear to God, bro. He's like, damn, that nigga do his shit, like shit, fuck it. And I was like, you'll be outside, like you'll see a bunch of cars going past and shit. You'll be like, damn, like all these niggas got their shit too. Everybody on the road for a reason. Everybody woke up today for something. Like everybody's doing something. Everybody got it's a whole world around you. Like you're not the only nigga. And then like getting out that mindset, it just kind of helps.
So you're a person that never likes to talk to people about what you got going on type shit? Like you never like express how you feel like about any situation?
I mean, I can, but it's uncomfortable. Like it's like it just and most of the time it doesn't feel right. So it's like I don't like feeling vulnerable, and I don't like people feeling bad for me either.
See, the thing is with like for me specifically, how sometimes I hesitate to do that is because specifically I know that people will use what you said and use that as like a leverage over you.
Exactly.
Or like they'll take advantage of your feelings and what you express to them, and they'll be like, "Oh, like you said blah blah. You like didn't you try to kill yourself like 2 months ago? Like why are you like say like just some hurtful shit, right?
And I hate
they'll
pity.
know that'll know they'll fuck with you, and that's why like you don't really like obviously you don't just say how you feel to everyone. You don't just say like you don't just talk to everyone about what you got going, like what you really feel deep down inside. But I feel like there's from experience, I know that talking to niggas that you fuck with can definitely help. Like if you're in your head about something, I know, especially with this with being on Twitch and being on this internet shit recently, just like this past year, I know Wabe, we've talked a lot, and I know we've had conversations. And I feel like with everyone in this VC I have just about shit, and it's like talking about it, like it gets me out of my head about a certain situation, and it isn't like it helps me like think about it less, or like if I'm really stressing about it, helps me stress a little bit less about it because I'm getting it out of my system. Like I'm not just thinking about it because I'm in my thoughts all the time. At the end of the day, when I turn off the stream, I'm by myself. I'm in my bed by myself. I'm to myself by myself, so it's like I'm only gonna be thinking like to myself, so I'm not worried about other people, and it's just I don't know. That shit is tough. I feel so uncomfortable expressing myself. I feel that, but I feel like it takes the right people to a certain extent, because like you'll get comfortable with the right people.
Exactly. I really don't like pity though. Like that's one thing that makes me angry more than anything. Like if I feel like because I let somebody know like the position that I'm in and they start treating me different because of that, then that shit just makes me mad. It makes me feel like damn, you think I can't do this shit? Like I hate feeling like people think like I don't have the ability to do some shit just because of what I got going on.
100%. 100%. What about you, Micah? What type of things have you done?
Yeah, I mean, I agree mostly with Wabe as far as just going outside, getting some fresh air and shit. Like that's kind of my mechanism I use to get right because when I'm in my room and shit, I'm just chilling. I might be having a bad day or whatever. Like when I go outside and I see like other people doing their thing and I see like nature and just the beauty in it and shit, like it's that kind of get me right. So that music too, listening to different podcasts and things like that just kind of get me right. But also, I meditate too.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that be in my streams and shit know that we meditate in all my streams at the end. That's something that I do on a regular. And when I meditate, I make sure that I try to journal afterwards to just make sure like I'm in tune with myself and the thoughts that I'm having. And I write down some of the thoughts that I be having and shit. And I try to come to terms with them and really engage with them and see why I'm thinking like that. So that's kind of some of the things I be doing.
I started meditating because I know Dev really put me on. I'm not gonna lie, because he said he was meditating about some shit, and I was like, I've never meditated before, and then I said fuck it, I'm gonna try it, and it definitely helped. Like just turning off everything. I was just in like I went outside in the sun, and I just meditated. Like I was just breathing. Like I obviously already know how to meditate, but that should just
Mhm.
be it. Just helps, especially with nerves and feelings. It just helps like just release bad energy. I feel like, and just anything you got going on. I don't know. I've definitely fucked with
Yeah.
meditating. And whenever you do your streams, I do definitely meditate with you with the 3 minute. Was it 3 minutes? 5 minutes? 3 minutes? 2 minutes?
Yeah, it's like 3 minutes.
Good night,
Yeah. And
DXG
I
Rage.
know some people be like, I don't know how to meditate and things like that, but all it is just being present and being in a moment. And I feel like a lot of times in life we just be kind of moving just to get by and shit. Like we distract ourselves a lot from what we really got going on. So when you meditate, it's like you can't really run from that shit. Like you gotta sit there and be in your thoughts. So it's that type of shit.
Thank you for the fucking sub, my boy. What the fuck? As you wear these, hey, appreciate you. What the fuck? 2 months, Nick. What the fuck? Thank you. Okay, Kobe. What about you? What type of things do you specifically do?
See, I'm supposed to have like a set answer, bro. I don't be doing nothing.
You don't be doing anything?
I don't be doing, bro. If I have a bad day, bro, I'm telling you, I either fire the stream or I just I listen to music,
Mhm.
like music top one on bro.
That's a factual statement. I wouldn't be here without music. Personally, that's just me. Music has definitely helped me through a lot of shit. And I don't know what it is about listening to music that just helps me escape from reality. That's what I used back in the, like whenever I was a kid. I had a lot of childhood trauma just from a lot of things, and I used games as like my escape and music. And I could like whenever I had a shitty day or something was going on, I just hopped on my Xbox 360 or some shit, and I was just playing the game, or I turned on some music and I just closed my eyes and I just vibe out with the music. That should, I don't know why that should be helping, but
I mean, I used to try different things, like the meditation thing and
Mhm.
like the exercise thing, but like all of it really ain't work for me. And don't none of that really work for me. I feel like as an individual, I just need to continue to push through what I gotta go through. Okay, I kind of like got like the same mentality you got.
Mhm.
Except I ain't aiming for no mansion, but I'm just
Well, it
aiming
was
for
just
like
I was
stability.
just naming something that was just like you know
Yeah,
what I was trying to say with it basically. It was just like I wanted
yeah,
to.
for sure. I'm aiming for stability, and I really
Yeah, exactly.
can't quit until that happens. And
Exactly.
I don't be just like talking to people, or I just keep it in. Put my head down, just keep going. It ain't really too much about it.
Yeah.
Everybody got their own shit they going through, so there ain't no point of like putting my burden on somebody else. So yeah,
That's exactly how I feel a lot of the times. Like I got shit going on, but a lot of other people got shit going on, and I feel like I don't want to like add to other people's shit basically, because I could tell you all the things that I'm going through or whatever, but I feel like I don't want to like I don't know. I also don't like people feeling bad, like the whole pity thing. I don't like people feeling bad for me. That's
Shit makes
something
you so
I
mad.
really don't like. I don't want people to be like, "Aw, aw, he's
Shit makes you so
depressed.
mad.
Oh,
It makes
he's
like
got this going on." Like I hate that feeling, and I already don't give a fuck about myself. So like I don't want people to be like I don't like people checking on me. I guess I don't even know if that's even the right thing to say, but I just don't. It just makes me uncomfortable because
Damn, nigga.
I'm just a like I want to make sure everyone's good. That's like whenever I was in school, bro. Like I never if I was going through shit, nigga, I was just a class clown, bro. I was just a funny nigga. No one ever saw me on a day that was bad. Now, whenever you talk to me, especially on Twitch, I could be going through the most shit right now, but I'm not gonna let y'all see that. Like, why would I make it my problems your problems? You know what I mean? Like, why would I go through shit and then make you want to go through shit? So it's like I don't like people. I don't like the pity. I don't like people feeling bad. I don't like people thinking me this way. And then I feel like that changes, like Wabe, we were saying, it changes their perception of you. And like they think that you can't do something, or they think that you're this, or think you're, and I'm like, to avoid that, I just don't do that. Dude, are you still here? Are you clicking circles?
Yeah, no, I'm here.
I was gonna ask what you do.
Damn. About like getting like sad and shit.
Like whenever you're going through some shit, like what do you do to get out of like your funk or depression? Like what type of things help you get out of it?
To be honest, bro, like just talk. You got people around you. Like I think that like personally, like somebody I go to a lot is my mom, because she probably like know me best. Like to be honest, I probably just go to my mom and talk about it, and like I feel better about it, regardless of what it is. Like it can be anything. I'll probably just tell her about it, and she'll give me some advice, or like I mean, overall, I'll probably go talk to my family members the most. I'm not gonna lie. If not, then like probably close friends, or like just like think about it. Like I don't know. I don't. Everybody has like different like coping like mechanisms, but like I'd rather like face like my issues. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
If something's bugging me, I'll like sit down and think about it type shit till I get over it. Or like I learn like how to get past it type shit. If I'm not talking about it, then I'm sitting there like trying to address the issue. I think that's like the thing.
Have y'all ever experienced like with your mental health specifically, have y'all ever experienced being sad but you have not a specific reason for feeling depressed? Like
Hell yeah.
Like it's just like a full body thing. Like it's not even like
hell yeah.
Oh, I'm sad because it's just like damn, my life fucking sucks, or like I just feel like shit. I feel that a lot.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that's how I was today. That's how I was feeling like all throughout today.
Just like whenever you have depression, right? Do you ever feel like just sad for no specific reason? Just like your body is just sad, or your mental, everything is just sad.
Yeah, I get that. You just like you don't know why you feel like that, but you just do type shit.
Yeah, and I feel like you said what, Wabe?
I was gonna say like it's no particular reason. It's just like like it was just a feeling.
I don't know. I feel like that's more so recently. That's what I've been going through is shit like I want to cry but I have nothing to cry about, bro. Like something I've always struggled with is crying. Like I know there's moments and like situations and things, but I just don't cry. Like I think the emotion in me, I'm so emotionally numb to so much shit. I just don't think I can. I used to do that when I was a kid, but like now, it's not even like that I'm grown. I think it's just like I feel like my feelings are fucked. I don't remember the last time I cried. I genuinely don't remember the last time I cried.
I remember last time I cried. That shit. I think last time I cried was like in like 7th grade. That's when my father passed away. Still like that. So I was like, that's the last time I actually genuinely cried. Like, other than that, nah, I just been, I haven't been crying, but it's just been so numb. Like, if somebody in my family died, like I feel bad, but like they like,
oh my god, same.
Like, why you not crying? Like I'm like,
yes.
I've been through so much. Like it won't come out of me.
Like my grandma died in 2017. I lived with my grandma for a majority of my life. That was my best friend. Like that was the closest thing to me, right? And like she passed away, and I didn't really know how to handle it.
Yeah.
In a sense, it wasn't like I was definitely sad because it's like that was my person. Like it's my grandma or whatever. But like I didn't cry. Like my mom was obviously like she was in tears or whatever when we were at the funeral, or whatever. Everyone was crying, but I didn't know how to process it. And 2017 was already a bad year for me. Or 28, it was 2018. I think it was 2018, 2019, 20. All those years are ass. 2018, 2019, 2020, dog shit. But I don't know. Especially the past few years, I just haven't been able to, I guess, process emotions as much as other people are able to, like good or bad. I just can't. Like I don't know if it's just me, but something great could happen in my life, and I'll be happy for like 3 seconds, and then I'll go back to being the exact same way that I was before. Like it could be the most life-changing news in my life, but I'll just go back to revert to like what I was thinking, like 30 seconds, 2 minutes before. It doesn't matter how good or how good it is, and that's really bad. That's like really bad. I don't know. I don't know if y'all experienced that or have that, but
I feel like I'm pretty similar. The only way that like I feel like I could even possibly cry anymore is some shit makes me like so angry to the point where tears like slip out. But like other than that, like my uncle passed like a month or two ago, and even then, like with the whole situation and everything, like it was tough to go through. It was a rough time, but like I don't know, crying for sadness or death or like other stuff like that, like it's just not easy. And people like people might say it's you trying to hold shit in, but that it's not necessarily that. It's more like you not really knowing how to deal with certain shit.
Yes.
So it's like crying isn't your immediate response, but for some people it is.
Yeah, crying's definitely not my go-to. I don't know what y'all's go-to, but I know that's definitely not. I feel like I can say a lot of people in here probably haven't cried in a very long time, if not everyone.
I mean, I cried pretty recently. I don't know what happened, but yeah, I was just on my way to the park. Yeah, it was just random as fuck. But like I was just on my way to the park and shit, and then I was just sitting back thinking about like just the past like couple months, like a year, because the shit has been probably like one of the toughest like portions of my life that I've had in a minute. But I was just sitting back thinking about it. I'm just like, damn, bro, like because a lot of shit for me has changed recently. Just my life situations, my circumstances, and shit had just changed like pretty rapidly. And instead of kind of like sitting there dealing with the shit, I kind of just like put my head down, just kept going. But the thing which I was saying about how y'all just kind of like push through y'all shit and y'all really think about it, like I think that type of mindset is good in some aspects, but in some aspects it's pretty deadly because me in my experience, life is gonna like sit you down either way. Like if you think you're gonna get through that shit, you think you're just gonna like put your head down, you're gonna get there with however you get there. But like life is gonna like sit you down, bro, humble you, like bro, like you gotta look at this shit because a lot of this shit gonna sit in your subconscious and that shit is gonna build up, it's gonna ball up, bro. And you're not gonna be able to avoid it at some point. It's gonna come out in the most radical ways you can think of. And even the strongest people, bro, like need somebody to talk to and they need to release. And yeah, like that shit was just random. Like I just started just bawling out, crying in the car. I was just like, damn, like I need to actually like get right, bro, instead of just distracting myself from my issues, bro.
Yeah, I feel like I do that a lot. Like whenever I have issues that I have at hand, I tend to just do things to distract myself so I don't have to think about it. But then like obviously you can only distract yourself for so long, and then it's 4 a.m. and you're looking at your ceiling just thinking about shit that you got going on. It's like, well, now all this shit is just coming back. I can't really distract myself in this situation. I'm fucking in bed at 4 a.m. thinking about shit. So it's like I don't know. Handling things has always been something I feel like we all ourselves had to figure out, because like mental health was never something that was taught in school. It was never taught in my family. Like none of my family members ever were keen on it. I feel like especially in the black community or in the black household, you're always told to just be a man. And I feel like as a man, you can't show emotion. And I feel like that's something that a lot of guys have to do, is you can't show any emotion. You can't cry. You can't be sad about something. You can't do this. And it's like, how long can you do that for? Like, why is it that our feelings aren't validated enough to the point where you can't talk about what you got going on? Because like, what is it, like 70% of suicides are men, right? Or some crazy statistic like that. And it's like, where are we, when are we going to talk about the real issue with like it not being talked about? And I feel like as much as people advocate for it, I feel like specifically for men's mental health, it doesn't really get talked about enough. So like, I guess that leads me on to my other point with like family. I was gonna ask y'all, each of y'all, like, how has y'all's families in mental health either positively or negatively affected you in your what like age that you are now? Obviously, if you're not comfortable saying some things, because I know family trauma is a big thing, especially for me. But like, how have y'all grown accustomed to it? How has it how has it negatively affected you? Who in what situations?
I'm trying to see, cause like I go first, cause like my past is like, I won't say it wasn't like the worst, but you know, cause how I grew up, I only live with my dad, cause after I was born, my mom, she was real heavy in drugs, so she was able to take care of me. So like my dad, I won't say he didn't have a lot of money, but he did make sure I was okay. He made sure it was food in my tank, clothes on my back, and shit like that. And after he passed away, I was still young. I was like in the 7th, 8th grade. So I'm not saying I got adopted, but I got adopted to like the family on my dad's side. So like his younger niece, but she was like in her like late 20s, like 28, 29. She took care of me. Then after that, I got into church. I mean, I wasn't like trying to put church on anybody, but I got like into church, and like they taught me, like they didn't teach me, but like they showed me like how to deal with certain things, how to cope with certain things and shit like that. And they showed me, like they taught me how like like what's it called? I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's called functionally what's it called? I'm trying to remember. Functionally depressed. It's like when you like you feel like you living your normal life, but in the inside like you're so hurt and you're so broken. They taught you like they taught me like when you feel like that, you gotta like they showed me like you have to give everything up to God and let God like hold that. That's why they said Jesus died on the cross so he could hold our sins and all our carries and burns and shit like that. And when I did that, I'm not saying I'm living my best life, but I could say that it's better than when I used to live. Cause I not gonna lie, 2020 was like my worst year. That was like my most depressed year, and like I felt like shit was just so downhill. Like I wanted to kill myself at one point, but I knew like I have a plan, I have a care, like I have a plan. Like I feel like I have a purpose in this life now since I met you, Denz. To be honest, because I ain't gonna lie,
Whoa.
like 2020 was serious.
Whoa.
And I mentioned like the end of 2020. It was like December, January, and after that shit was like. After that, I feel like y'all like my second family after my first family.
Oh God. I mean,
Mhm.
I try to. I mean, before y'all say y'all, I mean, I try to advocate. I mean, I tell y'all like everyone that I talk to is like part of my family. Like y'all are a part of me at the end of the day. Like I feel like that's why I feel like you can be comfortable talking to me, not even me, just like anyone in my community about like shit that y'all got going on. Because we're at the end of the day, we're here for each other. Like we're
Mhm.
all here for each other. I feel like I can speak on that towards everyone in this VC. We're all here for each other at the end of the day. So whatever you got going on, I want to help you, even if it's by making your day. That's why my bio is making your day, because if it's making you laugh or entertaining you by doing something, like that's all I can do. Because I know I say this all the time. Life is ass. Life is shitty, and I'm not trying to add on to that shittiness. I'm just trying to help you get released with whatever positivity that I can put your way, because I feel like it doesn't get said enough how much each and every person is appreciated and how proud of people that they can be. Like I'm very proud of everyone for getting, because everyone goes through shit, right? And I'm proud of everyone for making it this far, because it's easy to give up. It's really easy to give up. Really easy to give up, but you didn't give up, and you're still right here, right now, and you're here for a reason. I think everyone needs to understand that they're here for a specific reason, and I think that's just something that I feel like not a lot of people get told. Anyways, Kobe, were you about to talk about your experience with family and your mental strain?
Yeah, with my family, there's nothing to even talk about. We never speak about anything like this. It's like it's taboo, I would say.
Yep.
Mhm.
It's I don't think that's like purposely of my family, but that's just like the way things have always been.
Mm-hmm.
We'll never just sit down and just like try to figure out what's going on in our lives or what's going on mentally. It's just like we just keep on moving.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's a good and bad thing, but it
How
is what
so?
it is. Cause it's molded me into the person that I want to that I am today. Like to just keep on pushing through things, but at the same time, I know every person got a limit, and once
Yeah,
you
that's
reach their limit,
exactly.
it's gonna be a bad thing.
Yep.
Like Kobe, we were talking about how we were like saying that we just keep it pushing, like and like we can be sad whenever we get to where we want to be. I feel like to a certain extent, I know how like good and bad that is, because like when you, regardless, it's not necessarily bottling it up, but it's like dodging those feelings and dodging those thoughts and whatever you got going on until like one day something happens. It's like, well, now you got to address the feelings that you've been pushing off for so long. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's tough. Spider-Man trailer, it dropped. Interesting.
That's how it always been for me though. So it's never been like I just sit down and just speak about things. I can never just like sit down and go to therapy or just like talk to someone because I don't. It just it's numb to me at that point. I can't just like verbally express myself
Mm-hmm.
about this. So it just is what it is. That's why I say I chalk it up to the game. You're like, it is what it is.
It is, yeah.
Keep moving.
What
Oh,
about you,
God.
Micah?
Yeah, what's good,
Ant?
Ant?
Was good, was good, was good. I just wanna I don't know, I hope I didn't cut nobody off because if y'all talking, y'all cooling. Um it's a real interesting conversation. First and foremost to Shiesty point. Um this is like kind of random, but also on topic is this. Um, I think that's kind of the beautiful thing about not what everybody does on Twitch, but with their because lately I've seen a lot of I'm just gonna say I've seen a lot of holes in the way that our side of Twitch is ran, but it's still beautiful. It's kind of like America. There's a lot of holes in it, but that shit's still beautiful. And that coming togetherness is something I really do value because I feel like there's a lot almost everybody on this app that is here deeply is here because this is their second family. Like a lot of us may not have family or we may live in situations. I know a nigga like me, I moved out at 19 and I'm not gonna lie. I don't say this. Part of the reason when I get in my modes where when I work, I just fucking work is because moving out at 19, I just get fucking lonely, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not that I don't have no friends, but it's like you don't have like that person, and I've always maneuvered where I don't really fuck with nobody. Like if I fuck with you, I just genuinely fuck with you. Like I really fuck with you. I don't fuck with a
Mhm.
lot of people. So given that,
Facts.
like when I move into a space where I'm by myself, bro, I literally just like because I'm like fuck, like I don't fuck with nobody. Like it got to the point, and I didn't even realize it till one time, like. I was out one night with a shuddy on some embarrassing shit. I was outside one night with a shuddy, and my fucking car battery died. Like talking about like 1 a.m. type shit, just out. Like, we was part like late night park car conversation, but I had a real shitty car at the time, and my car died. And I was like, oh shit, I need to jump because I left my fucking cables at my parents' house when I moved because I was 19 still.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, all right, let me go call someone to give me a jump. And I was like, oh fuck. I got nobody to call. Like this.
Oh
There's
yeah.
not one person. There's not one person I could call right now outside of my parents, which is fucking embarrassing. That had them pull up with me and a girl in a car to jump
Mm-hmm.
my car. I can't call my parents because I'm like, I don't have
That's a crazy
nobody.
realization that you like. You
Yeah,
said you didn't have anyone that you
Mhm.
could call to help you out.
like
That's tough.
I had one nigga who I is one nigga. Shout out my nigga Duhan. Call that nigga in because there's one nigga he said he would, but that nigga was like 2 hours away. That nigga was at Rolling Loud and he was on some. I mean, I can make the push, but I won't be there for like 2.5 hours. So I was like, bro, don't even worry about it. Like you were, I already know niggas at Rolling Loud. They crossfaded as shit. Niggas ain't don't need to drive. You know. So I was like, that's crazy to me. Like that was like that's when I realized. But also second part on the whole aspect of like dealing with problems because I think that's kind of what the whole talk was about. I think it's kind of interesting. I think Micah kind of touched on it. Is like a lot of the times what we don't realize is that the things that we're doing to distract ourselves are usually either adding to the problem at hand or creating new disease-like problems.
Mhm.
And what I mean with our disease-like problems is like a disease is something. I say disease because diseases are things that don't go away. You know what I'm saying? When you have a disease, that shit is there forever, or it's very hard to get past. And like when you're going through shit and you try to distract yourself, what do people do? Like, look at the common things people will drink. That turns into a disease and addiction. People, if you become an addict, you don't ever shake that shit. You turn to drugs, or you even turn into the pet. Like a lot of us who stream, we're just gonna fucking stream. We're gonna boom, 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 boom. But it's like it almost makes it worse because what we've done, we don't deal with our problems. Like we create a little block of time where we dedicate to something to distract ourselves, but all that does is like create a false sense of security for a moment. So that when that moment is over, when the drug's over, when the high's over, it's like worse because like damn bro, I convinced myself I'm straight. Like I convinced myself I'm good. And now like Dan said, now you up at 4 a.m. listening to Drake, wondering why the fuck you don't feel good. Cause sometimes you don't even know. Sometimes you don't even know. You just be like, damn, I just don't feel good. And you can't even tell nobody. I just don't feel good.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
I agree with what you're saying. I don't know. It just I don't know. It just fucking sucks sometimes, and that realization at the end that you were having just made me think of like all the times that I've gone through shit, and I'm like, damn, I can't really, I can't like, I just have myself. So it's like at the end of the day, you are just by yourself, no matter how you put it. Like, still, that's just been my mentality with anything that I go through. I always think of like I need to figure this out because I'm by myself and no one gives a fuck. Because who gives a
Yeah.
fuck? Who really
Yeah.
gives a fuck? You know? So it's like
Yeah.
you just gotta.
And I think what the problem lies in that is you end up with people. Not that there's anything wrong with people. I think that's kind of why I relate to Denz is because like it's not a problem, but it is where it gets to the point we become professional give a fuckers. You know what I mean? Like it gets to the point like I can't speak for everybody, but I know for myself, like it got to the point where like now I feel obligated to go out of my way and help niggas. And I look back and I'm like, what the fuck did I do all that? Like today, I went and I dropped and you sound like Tory. Talking about Tory Lanez that is so cap. Bro, like today I took somebody to the airport because it's like one of my little niggas and I know her for a minute. It's like one of my little sis type shits. And she had texted me on something like I just can't do it no more. Do. Like, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? And she talking about like I ain't even heard. Like, she's told me like some shit, but she ain't like told me. She like start spilling the beans about how she been abused and she got bruises and she's trying to leave and her parents is this. She's like, I need a ride to the airport. That shit's like 2 hours away. And in my mind, I'm like, nigga, I don't have to get involved with this shit. But it's like I know what that feels like. Those moments when you're like, I really need to do this, or I really can't do this anymore. And then you look around and it's just like, you know what I'm saying? You look like Naruto before he saved the leaf. There ain't nobody in your corner, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, bro. So a lot of times I'll be like, okay, I got you. Like, I'm just the I got you as person. Niggas would come up and be like, hey, yo, I just can't do this. I'm like, don't even stress about it. And the worst part about it is the world is so fucked up that like anytime I tell somebody, hey, don't even worry about it, I got you, like I'll help you out. Niggas be like, oh, so what do you want in return? Like that's such a fucked up, that's such a fucked up lifestyle, bro. That's such a fucked up
Like,
lifestyle.
You can't do anything
like
without people thinking that you
yeah,
there's an ulterior motive behind
that shit broke my heart. I've known Shorty for 2 years. I've known her for 2. She's literally like the same age as my little sister. She's older. She's a little older. But it broke my heart because I was like, don't even worry about it. And she like, well, she's like, well, what do I have to do for you? I'm like, what do you mean? What do you have to do for me, nigga? Like, I just told you be ready by like 6:30. You cool. Like, and she like, well, nah, I'm just shocked. I was like, why are you shocked? She's like, well, because most other niggas wanted other forms of payment. I was like, that's fucking sad, bro.
It's sad that she said
Like,
most other niggas. I'm not other niggas.
I was like, bro, like
I'm
nut.
me.
I was like, that's when I was like, I don't even need no gas money no more, bro. Like, you cool, cause that shit, like, that shit's so sad. We live in a society where everybody's so worried about their own dollar that they willing to shortchange another nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that shit's just so sad.
Yeah. So I want to hear have you gone through anything with family specifically that has dealt with trauma or like the reason for depression, or have y'all talked about even mental health in your family, or has it been like under the rug, like you don't even talk about it? No, like no one says anything, you don't have to talk about it type thing.
I think that my family has multiple child syndrome. What I mean by that is I am the second of 4. So, and the age gap wise, my older sister's 3 years older than me. My little sister is 7 years younger than me, and my little brother is 15 years younger than me. So when me and my older sister grew up, my older sister was product of first time parents, and there's always things left behind, which you can't blame, but niggas don't know what they're doing. She was she was raised by niggas that was 18 and like 22.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be,
kids raising
kids, fact. And I feel like when me and her were growing up, it wasn't really talked about. I think with her, what it was, I think that although she did put herself in some situations that she could have avoided, I think that there's this unspoken thing. I don't know what it is, but in a lot of households, kids just naturally don't feel comfortable talking to their parents about things. And there was never, and even though like my mom and my parents never like specifically said don't do it. When your parents get judgmental of you over little shit, then you don't want to tell them the big shit. So I think my sister kind of
100%.
dealt with that. I think with me, I just kind of dealt with the byproduct of where I live. I live in a small ass town. I live in 29 Palms, California. It's a small ass town about an hour away from Palm Springs. And out here, growing up as a kid, even though I'm biracial, I'm mixed, I'm black and I'm Puerto Rican, there wasn't really like Puerto Rican when I grew up. The town I live in, there was a lot of white kids. It's mainly white kids. But like not on no like rich, it's like ghetto white kid. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of like you either white or you're like not. And like I don't want to turn this into like a logic ass speech, but when you mixed is like growing up and that, especially at that age, you was like I was too. The black kids was like, yeah, he kind of uppity. You know what I'm saying? Because my mom was like very big on, because we didn't have a lot, we were broke. She wanted me to read a lot. She wanted me to be better than my circumstances. So like the black kids like, oh, he's too uppity, and the white kids like, that's a nigga. So eventually I end up, but eventually the black kids would just code me because it was like us against them. That being said, I was in the black community a lot, and I feel like as a male in the black community, mental health wasn't something that was talked about like ever. It's just not something that we talk about. I feel like my parents know the way I feel, but it's just because of my music. Like honestly, I don't know where I'd be without my music, and that's probably why I get so sensitive when I hear praise over niggas who make just like the randomest turn up music, because music saved my life. From me putting my passion and soul into it. That's a whole nother story. But the point is, like, I found music, and music was like my therapy, which is, that's why the second project that I dropped, the first actual album I dropped was called Therapy Sessions, because that's what those studio sessions were for me. Those were therapy sessions. Now I think as the music comes out, my dad is one of them that, you know how black dads don't never tell you they proud of you, but they listen to your shit in private, you know? Like that's my dad. Like he don't ever come out and like tell me, but I know like my sister don't opt to say he listened to my music. He got a burner account and watch my streams sometimes. So like yeah, that is yeah. But he don't ever say that. This is kind of drawn out, so I'm gonna kind of wrap it up. But in terms of the multi-kid syndrome in my household, I feel like me and my sister kind of didn't catch it. I think my little sister is what kind of started even though she doesn't get it all the way, it kind of is what started the idea of thinking about mental state. And I don't know if it's just because my parents started getting older right around the time my sister was born. They were like 30. You know how you mature by like each decade, right? So they got 30. But also my sister came out last year as bisexual, and it kind of shocked my parents, and my parents are not against it, but they just didn't know how to react to it because they hadn't been around it. You know what I'm saying? And I think because of that, and I don't say this in a shade way, the LGBTQ is a very emotional community that emphasizes, and they're very big on the concepts of purpose and mental aspects and thinking things. And a lot of them deal with things, and it's not like they shouldn't. It's just a lot of them obviously are either discriminated against or judged or looked at. So I get that. So it almost like forced my parents to get into a space where it's like, this is our daughter and we still support her. So we have to kind of be conscious of her mental state. And yes, they're not perfect with it, but I see the difference because even my brother's 15, and it's like that nigga feels so comfortable expressing no, he's not 15, he's 15 years younger than me. He's like 7. And I don't know if it's just because he's 7, but he feels comfortable like expressing anything that he says to a fault. If he don't like the fact that you did something, he'll call you, I hate you, shit like that. Like he don't really say that. But, like that nigga, he let it be known. So like you see the difference, and it's just a generational gap.
Yeah, and I feel like with family, I feel like with a lot of things, there's a big generational gap with so many, especially with the internet and everything now and what we talk about now. Like back then when they were our age, niggas, I don't think they even talked or worried about things like this. I think they were just worried about going to college and finding a job and doing all that. Like I just feel like there's so much. When I talk to my parents specifically, I feel like there's just so much like they don't understand. Like when I can't talk to I'm not gonna talk to my parents about like the internet because they don't use the internet like that, so they're not gonna understand it. So why would I talk to them about it? And I've never even felt comfortable, for me specifically in my situation, to even talk about anything that deals with me. Because if I say to my mom I'm going through something, back then if I said mom or if she saw that I was sad, she usually like, oh, you go to church Sunday and we can talk. I was like all this other stuff. I'm like, all right, well that's not gonna, I don't think it's gonna like fix my issue at hand, but thanks. And so like it was just, and then they would just start worrying, or my mom specifically, she would just start worrying. She's like, oh, do we need to take you to a blah blah blah, do we need to do this, do we need to do, I'm like, no, that's not even, I like once those type of things were said, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna even waste my time or waste my breath on even trying to explain to you how I feel about some things, because it's like it's nothing's gonna get done besides add more stress into something.
You can't be mad at that though, because I feel like the best way to describe it is like, say you work at McDonald's, right? Say you get a job at McDonald's and you work there for 30 to 40 years. Not even that. You know, I say 20 years type shit, right? And you quit, and then you get a job at McDonald's. And one day niggas ask you to make like hash browns or some shit, and you don't know where the hash browns are at Burger King. You have no idea where anything is at Burger King. But when you grew up, like the closest thing you can think of is, well, they were in this freezer that kind of looked like this at McDonald's, so it's probably gonna be in this freezer, right? And I feel like that is the best analogy to compare when parents do things like that, because what it is they're not around the things that you're around, and they haven't experienced the things you've experienced because of the generational jump and the generational gap. So when they hear things like that, they're like, that our brains do things like this all the time. We try to rationalize a solution even if we don't know the components to the solution. So like fuck. That's why when you see things when in the dark, or when you see things at a glance and you're like, what the fuck is that, the fucking Slender Man, and you get scared, it's because your brain is randomly taking the images and the information that you already know exists, and it's trying to contribute it to what the fuck this is. Like, it's got to be something we know. And that's not the case. So when they say like, yo, do you need help? That's like a fuck. What do I do? What's the answer? Because at the end of the day, that's why it's obviously tough. That's why I don't ever get mad at my parents for that thing, because I know it's coming from a place of love and care, but they just don't know what the fuck to do. They're like, oh, not like, oh, fuck,
Yeah.
think brain. There's got to be an answer. There's
Yeah.
got to be an answer.
I agree with that. I completely agree with that. Because I know my I mean, because I didn't start talking to my dad till I was like 18. So my mom was the only person I had as a person. She was a single mom for a while, working 2 jobs, and so she already had her shit that she was going through, and like my mom just, I don't even know what, like, it's funny trying to, like, because I know parents be going through shit, and it's like their form of expression or their form of like getting over something or trying to like to feel better about something with what they got going on. Their depression is like my mom just keeps it pushing. She just doesn't, or she just goes to church, and then that, like that, but that's how like she deals with it, and that's how like her generation of people were to deal with like their emotions type thing. Like they didn't really talk about it. It was more so just like a leave it up to God type situation. Like does that make sense? I don't even know if it makes sense, because my mom's like, we're super,
That makes sense.
super religious. Like
chalk it up to God, let him handle it.
Yeah,
that's how my family is.
Yeah.
But I feel it's my fault. But I feel what he's saying with like generational gap. But like as a like son coming to like their parent or just trying to express themselves, I feel like if you really want to know what's going on, you really want to like try to parent me to the best of your ability, and you want to like try to give me the best advice available, you should like take your time and try to understand what I'm going through. There shouldn't just be no cutting off, or there shouldn't just be no, you got a roof over your head, you got clothes on your back, there's nothing going on. Like, I feel like that's so toxic, and it's like you should at least try to learn or try to take in what I'm saying. It's just like it's like an automatic denial, and you just get into this mindset like, oh, I got everything I need, so there's no point of being sad, and it builds up so much to a point. It builds up so much to a point where you kind of get to blame yourself, because you're like, why am I feeling this way? I have everything I need, and then it just sends you down the spiral.
Honestly, blame your grandparents for that shit, though. And I'm not like, that's nothing against your grandparents, but I'm not speaking specifically to you, but that's the one thing that, and I don't know, I think about shit like this a lot, which is why this is kind of interesting. I think that if you really look at parenting styles, most of us, 90% of us were parented by people that were between the ages of 16 and 22. So they didn't know shit about parenting. I guarantee you, when they became parents, they probably read a couple parenting books. The only thing your parents understand about parenting off rip is what they learned. Whether you like, and this is the worst part about it, whether you like it or not, there's going to be aspects, like most of your parenting style you're going to take from your parents. Now, the difference, I guess you can't put all the blame on your grandparents. It's kind of like Kobe said, you have to learn to be better. You have to learn to grow. But saying you have to, in the reality, is often kind of the disappointing part. Part of that religion shit. It's funny because I heard Shiesty say something about it, and that I heard someone else speak about the religion. Their religion aspect is kind of interesting to me. Because I know he had said like he had helped find, he went to the church, and it had helped to find God and helped to find like his purpose. And you hear that a lot. And I've really thought about it. I'm not anti-religious. I believe in religion in the way that I believe in it. Because I just don't like a lot of the way the church is set. Nothing against the church. It's just I don't believe I should have to pay to be able to speak to the Lord. That's not every church. It's just the, you know what I'm saying, what I've been around. But I feel like there's nothing against church. It's interesting though. I feel like what church does for some people is explain the same concepts that could have been explained, or people may have tried to explain, but it's reformatted. Like, what I mean by that is, like, you can hear the same bit of information or the same advice from two people, but how it's said to you will make a difference. And a lot of the things that the Bible does preach is things that you should, like, ways that you should carry yourself. in terms of succeed anyways, right? So a lot of times that's what gets to people is because there's a higher purpose. So like that's what relates to people. I don't know. It's kind of interesting just to see that. It's just like a side note.
Yeah, I don't know how much we can say on religion on Twitch.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't want to doubt. I'm just not gonna say anything because I just don't want to not get clipped. But I see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
I
feel
see
you,
where you're. I
Dan.
see where
I
you're
feel
coming
you.
from, Ant.
Yeah. Yeah.
100%. I see where both of y'all are coming from. 100%.
We could talk
Yeah.
offline
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fake.
But Micah, I don't. I think Micah, Dev, Wabe, and Dior haven't heard. Well, for y'all experiences with family.
Yeah, I can kind of agree about the family part, not really having those type of conversations surrounding mental health. And when those conversations are had, you can definitely see, like Ant said, like the generational gap and just the differences between even the language they use pertaining mental health and just some of the things that they just don't understand. I think that mindset of having kind of like how Kobe was talking about, like they'd be like, "Yeah, you got a roof over your head. Like, what's wrong? Like, what you ungrateful for?" It's like it's not even a thing of being ungrateful because some people can have everything in the world but still be fucked up, and it's not like you're ungrateful. But there's definitely some things that you need to address internally that none of this materialistic type of things can solve. And it's like when you feel like you don't have people around you who really understand that, you won't even go out your way to even talk about that. And it's like now you being reserved and now you holding stuff in. It's not, and that's not going to help you in the long run either way. So I just been kind of having to deal with things on my own, and talk about them in a way where people can understand it, but not to the point where they're worried about me or they feel like they need to take extra action or feel like they need to be like. Should we be concerned? Like, do we need to get some help for you? It's like, nah, like I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Like, I ain't doing the best today, but I'll be fine though. Like, I'll just be like that. Like, but that's not even the half of it whole time. Like, I say that's not even the half of it. Like, I'm really fucked up, but
nigga, I'll be saying
that's not even the half of
I'm
it.
good. I'm like, I'm really not, but I'm good. Like to you, like, cause like you tell people you're bad, what are they gonna do about it? That's
Yeah. Besides,
like,
be concerned, and then kind of overreact in a way. It's like, you know.
I don't know. That shit is tough. What about you, Wabe? You have African parents, right?
Yeah, but the difference is that like my mom and my dad they're pretty different. My dad came to America before my mom. He was been here for like he was here for he went to school here. He was here for like a good 8 to 10 years before my mom and brother ended up coming. So the way that like they are is different, and it's not to say that I'm uncomfortable around either one of them. To be honest, like I'm so comfortable around my mom. I tell her a whole lot of things, but it's just like I know that at the end of the day, she's very traditional, and like she also struggles with like anxiety and like other things like that. So knowing how severe a lot of stuff is to her, I don't like telling her stuff because I don't like stressing her out. I know that I know how she react. Like literally, I was telling her that my head hurts today, and she was flipping out, like she was tripping. She thought she literally thought I was about to die. Like I'm like no funny. Like and it's like I get migraines all the time. Like this is some normal to me. It's some normal shit, but to her, she was tweaking. She was trying to make sure that I was straight, wearing all of that and all that type of shit. So it's like I feel like it's kind of cut off with her to just be able to have that option to talk about stuff. And with my dad always had like high expectations for me, and like he's always thought really highly of me. So it's like it's been hard to talk to him as well. And literally the only time that I've ever talked to them about anything it was to the point where I was literally scared that I was going to kill myself like a couple years ago, because I was like of everything that was going on, and I was just like, oh fuck, like I need to do something now, and I didn't really know what to do. And I ended up telling my dad, and then he literally was like, he was talking about how like, oh, like he didn't expect any of this, like he didn't he didn't know, but it was shit that I've been going through for like the past couple of years, and I just never really said anything because I never felt comfortable. Type shit.
That's tough. I feel like the over worrying part is a lot, because I feel like that's what my mom did to a certain extent. Is like you didn't want to say things because you think she would like freak out about it, and I like just adding that on to whatever they have going on. I know that's probably like OD, and it's better just to keep it to yourself.
Exactly.
But you said you felt afraid to say something until you got to the point where you felt like you were you were thinking of
Yeah.
suicide, like you
No,
didn't talk about it,
it
nothing
wasn't
about
like
it.
it was like okay, like I feel like I'm going to do something that I do not want to do, and like it was like a period of a couple of months where I was just stuck between like what the fuck, like what step am I supposed to take to get right, to figure some shit out, and I that was literally the only way that I felt like I didn't really feel comfortable. It felt like it was something I had to do, and even till today, bringing stuff like that up, just it doesn't feel right.
Feel right.
Even though I'm comfortable around them, it's not like I don't like them. Like obviously I love them both to death, but it's just it never feels right.
I feel that. What about you, Dev? Cleasy. What has been your
I talk to my
experience?
family about shit.
Never.
The first time I did, my grandma tried to put me in therapy. I just said, "Fuck that shit."
That's what my
What
dad.
about my dad?
My dad did the same thing. I ended up seeing a psychiatrist for a while, and it didn't work. Like it didn't work for me.
I just don't. For me, as much as it might help, I just don't see the. I just can't. I don't think I can take myself to a point where I'm like I need to pay someone to listen to me. Like I'm paying
if I had a
someone.
therapist, I'm gonna
Yeah.
get mad at that nigga. I can already tell because I don't know.
Because he's gonna check your care, like check your like
Yeah, it's
emotions
just
and
like
stuff like
Yeah.
that.
especially when I was young. When it happened, I was like a freshman. That was my freshman year of high school, and so back then I had anger issues. Partially, but I could control them a little bit. But like I'll lash out sometimes. It would just happen. So that definitely would have been bad. It wouldn't help. But then again, my family really wouldn't understand. They wouldn't know what to do.
Because of the certain
Especially my
situations where
dad. I'm
you're.
not.
I said specifically because of the certain things while you're depressed, like they wouldn't understand those reasons. And you said especially your dad because of what?
I'm not really connected with my dad, so it wouldn't really help, or we wouldn't really like know anything.
Yeah.
So
Like I said, I feel like it was just like no one talked about it, so it didn't get talked about. And if it did get talked about, it was like you just gotta you're a man. Like you can't.
Yeah, that I hate that man shit. That shit blows
oh
me.
yeah.
Just tucking your feelings and just go about your day, shit like that. I'm like, nah, bro. And the funny part is, I feel like the people like our parents and their parents, they went through the same shit, and like it's a generation that they keep telling us the same thing. They keep just tucking your feelings. For us men, especially us men, just tucking your feelings is that's what a man is. You got to go through this, you got to go through that, and shit like that. I'm like, no, like that's why I feel like you need like somebody genuine, like somebody that really cares and love you, not like as a partner, but like as a best friend that you could talk about shit too, and like the same thing, like vice versa, like because I think everybody go through shit and that shit, and people need to get that shit off their chest sometimes and like figure out,
100%.
okay, what's this? How do I deal with this? How can I cope with this? Stuff like that.
No, I agree. Like I said, I feel like what's for me specifically, especially recently, talking about shit has definitely helped my mental and getting shit off my chest and just speaking about situations has definitely helped me not think a certain way or, like I said, get over something. So I don't know. People, it's just finding those right people. I feel like because I think the hardest part about wanting to express emotions and express feelings to someone is just the feeling of them using it against you. That's my biggest fear is people having leverage in an argument about me to make me feel like shit. So I don't know. But TG, Mister Where's Dior? What is your experience? Are you playing Osu? He's probably playing Osu. It's okay.
That man is an Osu god.
What was the other topic I was gonna? Do y'all have any topics you want to talk about specifically? I had a couple, but y'all can.
Not off the top of my head.
Well, I do have a topic, not like this is a small topic. Like I want to feel like I want to say like do y'all feel like y'all have like not a purpose, but do y'all feel like y'all have like goals somewhere? Yeah, y'all know y'all want to achieve for.
Yeah, I do.
You said you you have goals? Like you're asking us if we have goals that we want to achieve?
Yeah, like I mean, like goals, like you see, like what you want to like become out of yourself. Like, cause I know everybody strive to be better. Like, what do you want to, like be better in? Like, what do you want to achieve more?
Me personally, I just feel like for you saying that I set goals for myself to keep myself going. Like I don't think
Yeah.
like that helps motivate me more if I set goals, and like goals and aspirations are very important. That's why I say like when I talk to bitches, they don't have any goals or aspirations. That should be turning me off, because like I have goals and aspirations I want to see for myself, and I'd hope that you would have something that you want to see for yourself. And like I said, I want to see my mom. I want to buy my mom a house. I want to be financially stable to where I never have to think about money again, because money's always been an issue with me. Struggling with that with my family, it's always been an issue. Me struggling now in LA, that's always been an issue. So I don't want to have to worry about shit like that. So like my goal is I want to be the best that I can be for myself, and reach these things, whether it be helping people getting to this certain milestone or getting to this certain goal. I feel like that's what pushes me. And like whenever I'm going through some shit, or whenever I'm quote unquote depressed or going through like anything, I know when I look back, I'm like, I need there's still things I have that are left unsaid, and there's still things that are left undone that I still need to do. And so that pushes me to get out of the mindset that I'm have, just to keep it going. I don't know how other people feel about it, but that's how I take it. I don't know about Micah or you, Shiesty, how your goals and by yourself.
How I take it, I feel like, well, cause like I'm not saying like money been a problem, but I know cause like money never been really a problem in our family. Our family always found out how to make money. It's just that you could have money and still be depressed. So like what I want to do, like my ultimatum, like I want to be like a motivational speaker. Like I want to be a type of person that just encourage the depressed people, encourage people that because like I think the generation that we are, I think like we could, if we really put our heads together, we could really make a change in this world. Like because like we seen what the past generation did, and we watching. When in a few years we're gonna be watching what the next generation is gonna do. So I feel like we have to like set that bar to like a place where like we have to help out. We have to help out the That's why I feel like music too is a good part. You have to help out the community or like the world, and like depression, anxiety, stuff like that. Stuff people really like go through, and like that's why like me. That's why like if I see somebody down bad or somebody like homeless, or like if I see like, oh, you don't got it, I got you. I'm sorry, president, I got you. Don't worry about it. You don't have to pay me back. Like I get you right. Like, but like I want to see people like people that don't know what they want to do. I want people to like think about and like go on hard thought and be like, okay, I want to sit down. Like I want my president to sit down with people and ask them like, okay, what you want to do? What you want to run? What do you enjoy in this life right now? Like what do you can see yourself doing the next 5 years and making multi-billion dollars, stuff like that. Like that's why I like to pick people's brain to see like, okay, what you want to do? Like what you expect out of your life? Because I know people don't know what they want to do, but I know people want to get to a place of their life that they want to be better than what they are right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you might not have something where you like a set, what is it called? A set job that you want for yourself, but I know everyone has a certain goal they want to reach for themselves, whether it be working out more, or changing your mental state, or getting to a certain place, or having this much money. Like I feel like everyone has goals. I feel like, and it's just a matter of achieving those goals and using that as motivation. I feel like that's the most important thing, is using whatever you have in mind that you want to see for yourself as motivation to keep going. So that's a really good question. Like what each one of us have that keeps us going. Like what, Micah, what is something that keeps you going? Like what's a reason? What's a reason why you wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, and keep going? Like what is your reasoning?
I mean, as easy as a question as that may seem to some people, I honestly, sometimes I really don't know. To be honest, like sometimes I wake up and I'm like, well, another day. What, like now what? It's like sometimes I really don't know why I'm here. I don't think a lot of us know why we're here. I think that's okay. I think that's okay too, though. I mean, one thing that like I guess really keeps me going is just trying to be better than I was yesterday, or I have like a vision for myself in the future of where I want to be, or I know I can be, like whether it comes to this or like just in life in general. I have like visions for myself that I really want to see come true. And also I just feel like in my life, I've been through a lot of stuff, and I just don't want to feel like that stuff was all for nothing. I want to feel like I just went through a bunch of stuff, and yeah, I just like I have nothing to really show for it. Like I'm gonna leave this life with regret because I do have a lot of things that I do want to achieve. And yeah, I feel like regret is one of the like my biggest fears is just to leave this life being like, damn, I could have did this, or if I
Yeah,
would have,
regret.
if I yeah, if I would have not gave too much energy to this, I could have did that or whatever. Like I think just motivating like myself to be the best person I can be and try to help other people around me is why I'm still here. But that's the answer
Mhm.
I'm giving now. But that's just what I've come to believe because I told myself that. But honestly, if I really had to say, I really don't know sometimes. I just don't know.
That's I feel like I am the same way in a lot of ways. I mean, I've said that before with like you said, like you wake up and you're like, damn, why, like, what's gonna happen today? Like, what's the like, what are we doing? Like, what? And like that's why I say all these days feel like they mesh together, and I hate that feeling
Mhm.
so much because it's like, damn, what am I doing? Like, damn, it's already November. Like, okay, damn, it's already July. Oh, well, there goes another 4 months. There goes another 6 months. I'm like, well, what have I been really doing? Have I been wasting
Yeah.
time? That should be getting me. Like, am I wasting my time? Am I wasting an opportunity? Am I wasting this? And that shit turns into a whole nother thing.
Yeah,
But
and I even feel like when if I even sit here like tell myself that I have a purpose, I feel like that even comes from the ego because who am I to even think that I have a purpose in this world? Like, what if I'm just here just to exist? Like, who's to say that I'm here to make somebody smile or do this or do that? It's like, what if I'm just here? Like, I feel like that whole thing, that whole concept of just me telling myself or me saying my purpose in this life is just egotistical. Like, I don't know. I just don't feel like maybe sometimes I don't have a purpose. Like, I'm just here just to be here and to experience life how it comes. Like,
I mean,
I don't
yeah,
know.
you experience life how it comes, but everyone's on this planet for a reason, whether it be minuscule or not. Like, there's a purpose and there's a reasoning behind everything that happens. Like,
Yeah, nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You have a purpose. You ain't just tune in with it yet. I ain't gonna lie. Cause I mean, like, you probably just lost right now. Like, I mean, I don't mean that like in a bad way. I mean that like as in you just ain't see the bigger picture yet. Like, you got purpose. You just gotta tune into it. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I ain't saying I don't have a purpose. I'm more so saying like I don't feel like me, Micah, can define my own purpose. Like I don't know if I can do that. I feel like that is egotistical to do. I know I have a purpose. I know everybody has a purpose here to me personally, but to define my own purpose and to say I'm here to do this, it's like I don't know that yet. I feel like that's so
I mean,
like
that's
closed
a
minded to you.
feeling process situation. I feel like finding the purpose aspect is just like you learn that along the way. Like, I don't specifically know what my purpose is. I know what I want to do. Like, I know what things that I aspire to do, but like I feel like that's just, I don't even think it's egotistical. Sometimes in life you do have to be selfish though. So I don't think you should be, especially when it comes to you and yourself. I don't think you should be thinking of it as a why am I, who am I to say who I am? But it's like, yes, like, who are you? Like, you are that person, so you have the right to say that you are this and you are that, if that makes sense. So I feel like I
Mm,
feel kind of, it kind of hurts when you say like you don't, like, because it's yourself. Like, regardless of how anyone else feels, it's how you feel. You know what I mean? So if you
yeah.
feel that way about yourself, then who gives a fuck about what other people think, if it's egotistical or not? It's Micah. You're Micah. I'm here to do this. I'm here to do that. You should be like, regardless if you don't know it right now, when you do find that out, you should be saying that unapologetically, like, not caring about what other people say about how you feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I guess for me, it's also just kind of scary to like put myself in a box to be like, I'm here to do this specifically. If I don't achieve that, then like, did I fail in life? Like, is that it?
Nah,
You know what I
you gotta
mean?
you
Like,
gotta
it's just kind of,
fail in order
yeah.
to succeed. You're gonna fail a lot. You know how many, like, that's just life. Life is a failing and trying process. Like, it's better to fail and not get it than to not try at all. Because like you said, you don't want to live with regret, right?
Hmm.
So, like, with anything that you got going on, failing is necessary to build character. It builds growth. It builds, okay, now that I got denied from something, what do I have to do to be better? Okay, now that this happened, what do I have to do to be better? How am I gonna overcome this situation? What's gonna be next about it? So I feel like that's just I don't know. That's just a thing that it just takes time to understand. But who else said that? Kobe, what type of things keep you going, if that makes sense, or is that too vague of a question to ask?
Um,
Like, what motivates you? What type of things motivate you to keep it pushing? Like, what type of things go through your head on, not, it doesn't have to be like a daily basis, but just to keep your head straight?
as of right now, I ain't gonna lie. It used to be like it used to be like me looking forward to my like dreams and aspirations and things of that nature. But right now, to be honest, I just be waking up like, oh, I gotta do this today, and I just keep pushing. Like it's like the days are like you said, meshing together. It's just like it's not like I'm a robot, but it's just like I know I got certain things to do, so I just go
Oh
ahead and
yeah,
do
like
them.
you already know you have to do the shit that you have to do. It's like
Yeah,
you have to do. No, I feel that a lot. I feel that
it
a
like
lot.
oh, it ain't just like I look in the mirror and just like, oh, you have these reasons to stay, you have these reasons to go. Nah, I
Hmm.
just like, okay, come on, bro, you gotta do this. And if I don't feel like doing it,
You don't
then
do it.
that's okay. I try to do some stuff, but if it doesn't work,
You got another day to do it, type shit.
I just, I just be like, okay, maybe we ain't do this today, but maybe the next day we could be like more productive and stuff like that. And I keep it moving that way. It's always, I guess the point would be like to be better than your last day. That's the
Yeah,
point. Like be better than yesterday.
Mhm.
If you fail, that's not the end of the world.
yeah.
Of
It's
course.
I feel
it's
like with
not.
a lot of people's mentality when it comes to dealing with things, or like if they have a lot of things on their plate, is that they think they have to do it at this specific time, at this moment, like all at one time. But I feel like what you were talking about, like I feel like it's just like if you don't get through all the shit that you envisioned for yourself in that one day, like there's still tomorrow. Just be better than where you were yesterday, or to do it isn't whatever it is. It could be so minuscule. It could still be something. Whatever it is, like you can just do something and try to. It's just working hard for yourself and trying to be better. I feel like that's the whole mentality. Just trying to be better. What's the topic? We're talking about. I don't even know what's the topic right now. What are we talking about?
Right now, we was talking
Goals and
about
aspirations.
whether you believe you have a purpose in life,
Yeah, like what
or
keeps you going? Like
what gets you at the bed every
Yeah,
day.
what the purpose of you waking up
Yeah.
and pushing through? Like, what is y'all's? I think, yeah, what is y'all's purpose type shit?
I'm not gonna lie, this shit sound depressing as fuck. I feel like I don't have one lately. Like,
Nah,
and
that's
I
cat, bro.
and I know, and then what I mean by that is like I don't even know how to explain it. And you guys that's why I haven't really streamed as much. It's really hard for me to get out of bed lately
I
because I
feel
wake up
that
and
heavy.
I'm just like fuck, dude. Like before, I remember I used to wake up, and I'm gonna be honest with you, Twitch was one of those things that probably say because I think as I could say it did for all of us, you know. Um, there was a point in time, you know, when I'd wake up and be like, oh shit, I gotta go grind this, do, because it's something that keeps you going every day.
Hmm.
Um, and I hit a point, and I've kind of touched on this. There was a point the first time when I've seen that there's a lot of ugly in this, as much as I love it, there's a lot of ugly shit in this community
100%.
that nobody addresses, and I'm kind of getting sick of it. But that's a whole
Hmm.
nother thing. I started seeing it
Yeah.
when I hit 600,
Hmm.
and niggas thought it would be unfunny as fuck to unfollow me for 2 weeks in a row. And that shit, I'm not gonna lie to you. Ever since then, I've never had the same drive to do Twitch. Ever since then, I've never had the same drive to do Twitch.
Mm.
I was literally niggas was literally unfollowing me for 2 weeks as a joke. Ha ha ha. And hit 600 and he's not hitting 600 again. Like that shit was supposed to be funny or some shit. And it was like annoying because like I don't know, it's like I hate stunted progress. And that's what it felt like it was. And at that moment, it felt like Twitch really isn't my purpose. Like, I didn't have the same drive waking up every day. And those of you who are still doing it and still loving it a lot will know exactly what I mean when I say when you wake up and you're like, oh my God, bro, I'm gonna do this on stream. I can't wait to say this. I can't wait to react to this. That's your drive. But I don't have that anymore. I don't have that anymore. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I think the only reason I stream now is because I really, 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 really like it. I really, 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 really like it. And there's a difference between loving it and like it. And I think I do not love this side of Twitch anymore like I used to. I really, really the difference, like you can be with somebody you love forever, but somebody you like, you might end up on some baby shit. You trying it's side chick, you know what I'm saying? That's side, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's
that baby topic is crazy.
I think that's kind of where I'm at right now. I feel like I can't tell you what gets me out of bed in the morning, honestly. I think a lot of the times what it is, and I know it gets I've been late, bro. I've been late to work a lot of times because I'm just like, fuck, I don't want to do today. I don't want to get out of bed and live today. Like, not I know I don't want to be alive, shit.
No,
but
I
like,
completely understand, bro.
Yeah.
That's
I
how
don't
I've been
want to do
feeling
it.
too. Cause like I've been streaming a lot later than I usually do. Cause like I have like a set schedule or whatever. I stream at 3 o'clock my time, 6 o'clock or whatever, and I set that for myself. But then lately I've been streaming at 7.
Nigga, I was supposed to stream at 5:30 today,
bro. And it's like I just have days where I'm just like in my bed. Like sometimes when I'm on my off days, like I'll just be on my PC and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna get off my PC and then I'm just in my bed and I just don't want to get out of it. Or like I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I don't feel like doing anything, and I don't feel like, oh fuck, that's 9.
Sorry to interrupt.
12 months.
That's a year.
That's a year. Leave, boy. Nigga,
That's not
year?
a demon.
That's not love you, my boy. What the fuck? 12 months? What we doing?
Not gonna lie, I guess I kind of answered my own question, because if it's in terms of what gets me out to bed every day, it's probably the only reason I still stream is because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really love it like I used to, because I've seen some ugly shit in the community.
100%.
I think a lot of the times I think niggas think I joke when I say I literally at least once a month I think about never doing it again. I think about never streaming again. Just how easy it would be to just never show up. Niggas ask where I'm at, leave my Discord, and nobody. It's the web. It's not IRL. Niggas would not know the difference. And the only thing that stops me a lot of the times is I don't believe it's a lot of them, but there's really some of these kids really look up to me, bro.
Yeah,
some of these kids
I was gonna
really,
say that. Yeah.
like I'm really their source of happiness. And even though I know for a fact the way Twitch works, because if you've ever taken a week-long break as a small streamer, you're aware. If I left, niggas would stop caring after a week. Like they'd find another nigga to watch, and that's fine. There's a lot of great streamers on this community.
Part about taking breaks, and that's why I hate it. I hate it so much because like it gives you no time to take mental breaks or like even just breaks just for yourself. Because like I even felt that, and I'm like, damn, like I don't even want to take a like I don't want to take a break. I don't want to do this, but like there's gonna find some other streamer. And I've had moments where I'm like, oh damn, like if I were to stop streaming right now, like I'm pretty sure, like there's times where I just feel like a filler streamer. Like I've told people, I was like, I feel like I'm just a filler streamer for other people's streamer.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like I'm just like
Janix ain't streaming, some niggas pull up.
Yeah, my streamer's not streaming. I'm bored, so fuck it. I might as well come to a Denz.
Yeah, I completely understand that.
No, honestly,
it's
it's crazy you said that, because in your Discord, when I was looking at my roles in your Discord literally 30 minutes ago, right before I hopped in here, and I don't know why, someone's like, I searched my name and like in all the users, and I look at like the logs of what activity I've had in your chat. And there was a point when someone had been like, hey, yo, I'm bored as fuck. Nobody's live right now. Who's streaming? And Riz had been like, hey, yo, Ant's live. What's his name? Ant BD15. And this was a minute ago. I think it was Gummy. Gummy had said it. Gummy 2, whatever. And I got no problems with it. You know, it's nothing wrong. But I don't know. But to get to the back to the point, I think that's what it is. I guess I think a lot of the times, like when I take these breaks and I'm like, bro, I'm never coming back. I think about like I guess it's the kids, bro. I do it, and that shit sounds so fucking cliche, bro.
But
But
no,
I mean,
I completely understand
And
that.
little
I really
kid.
do.
God,
I really
Shia,
And,
understand that.
10
and
months.
little kid.
Shia, thank you so much for
I
the
get
10
it.
There's a
fucking
lot.
months, Shadi. I
What it is
appreciate
though,
you. What
like,
the
and it's like
fuck?
I know, okay, I know
www
niggas jokingly call me the uncle of Twitch, right? Also
www.
joking,
hmm
but like, it's kind of something I've embraced because if you look at it, like, not in a disrespectful way, a lot of these niggas don't have father figures
Yes.
or
Yeah.
like brother
Yeah.
figures,
Yes.
Yes.
and a lot of niggas have looked to
What's
me
good,
like
Brian?
that, and it's like, who would I be to be the second father to walk out these niggas' life, bruh? Or the second figure to walk out these niggas' life?
I feel that in a sense, like whenever I have thoughts like, damn, I just feel like a placeholder, or I feel like a filler streamer for their favorite streamer. I'm just like, well, I know there's at least a couple people that I've affected in a positive way, and I know that my streams positively affect them. So I do it for the people that like that. Like I do it for people that like that's what motivates me to keep going. Is like when I hear people say like, oh, like I had a really shitty day and like your stream made my day like a lot better. That's, like I said, I keep saying that's why my bio is just trying to make your day better. And like when people tell me that, like that's what keeps me going. I don't know. I find like I can't just drop. Like I could never just, in the position that I'm at right now, I don't think I can ever just drop what I'm doing to just stop doing it. Even if I felt like a certain way, I just feel like I couldn't. Like I don't know.
I'd
Yeah.
always say I have my
Um,
fault. I always say I have a toxic relationship with Twitch because, like, toxic relationships. When you hate being there when you're there, but when you're away, you miss it.
Yeah.
My fault though. What you saying?
oh no, I was gonna say, yeah, I feel what y'all streamers be saying, cause I understand, cause I remember when I first got into Twitch, I was like, only person I was really watching was like, I'm Dante, your rage, and after they end, I'd be like, okay, who am I gonna watch next? But at the same time, I feel what you saying, and but you feel like if you leave, nobody won't care. But I mean, I feel like there are some people that really like genuinely really like watch your stream. Like that's why, like people say, oh, like DZG loyals only, JG loyal, like people like the loyal people that actually fuck with them. That's why I think that's why like certain streams be like for certain people, like
The champ with the
you know what I'm
13
saying?
months,
And
boy.
but I
Nigga,
feel
what
like
the fuck?
me as a I'm just the
www.
watcher. But I feel like if I
Love you,
see
the champ.
potential in you, then I want you to keep going. Like how Denz, like when I first watched Denz, I was like, wow, he really touched on certain subjects that certain streamers don't talk about. I like this man. It's motivating me. It's making me happy. Like, okay, now I can speak my mind. He see my messages, and I could just express myself. So I'm like, I want to impart something in me into him to make him keep going. So if he feel like, oh, I don't want to keep doing this, he could go back in his mind, be like, well, people are counting on me and people are depending on me to keep going and keep striving for better. So, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you,
100%.
but I think what I peeped is like, in terms of that break shit, you will have people. I think it's a two-part answer. For one, I
Yeah.
mean, if you do your job good, like I know there's at least 11 niggas that will pull up regardless of what time I stream, and I'm cool with 11 in chat because you can really vibe with. Like last night, I think the only niggas in my chat was Melly and Seven, and we played fucking Brawl, and it was dying for like an hour before anybody else
Yeah,
put
like
up.
you know what
So
I'm
like
saying?
I feel that, but I think it's not really. I find myself having a very hard time sticking to something if I feel myself getting stagnant. And what that does, when you take those
Yes.
breaks and you come back, you feel stagnant. You feel like you're not growing. And then it's not necessarily what the fuck am I doing this for, but what the fuck am I doing this for? Because especially a nigga like me, I work damn near 9 hours a day, come home at 8, stream until 4 in the morning, wake up, wash, rinse, repeat. So like, what am I
Yeah.
stressing myself? And I think on the other hand of that, it's something that we don't talk about, and I know no one really says it. In the same, how do I word this so ain't nobody get mad at me? In the same aspect that
Come on.
in the same aspect that streamers provide different vibes, and to each person, not all streamers may be as entertaining. Not all viewers are created equally. Like what I
Yeah.
mean by that is like there's nothing wrong with lurking in my chat. I really do appreciate you because Melly, that nigga Mel, that nigga had a 3-day watch time in my chat before he ever typed. I was like, nigga, what is that nigga? You're weird.
Lurker.
You're weird.
Yeah.
I love you, I love you, I love you.
Thank you for the gift.
My thing is like, what I mean by that is like, there's a lot of niggas like when you don't stream, like if any of y'all stream, if y'all don't believe me, look at the last nigga you knew that took 5 days off streaming, 3 days off streaming, a week off streaming, and y'all was like, you see that nigga, where you been? Nigga stream. Niggas want you to stream.
Those
so
are
they
NPC ass players.
No, what I'm saying, but in
those are
general.
bots.
In general, though, when you take a break, niggas want you to stream so they could be there for 5 minutes and then tab you. When I did my subathon, niggas pressed. When the timer was running low, niggas was pressing me to extend my time. Sandy came in, dropped 5. Niggas was excited, and then everybody left. Like y'all niggas was, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the thing is, like y'all, I'm tired already, and y'all did all of that so y'all could tab me. Like it's cool, but like what I'm saying is, like if you're gonna support somebody, full support, and it's cool if you're not gonna beat her, that's fine. But like in the same aspect as if you're going to hang out with your friends, and your friends like, hey yo, so we linking up at 8, right? Like we linking at 8, right? We linking at 8, right? Or I heard you, and then 8 or 8 o'clock come around, you sitting in your car in front of they house, and they're like, oh my fault, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it tonight, but I'll FaceTime you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know that.
And that's cool. I'd much rather hear, bro, I'm busy tonight. Like, when niggas be like, hey, yo, and I'm so sorry, I got to dip out. I can't be. I don't care. Like, yes, I actually appreciate the fact you feel you're entitled to say something to me because you're not. Like, I value that. But the niggas who be like, oh, no, and keep streaming. Well, like, the niggas who like that's why I had to start. I kind of, a lot of the shit I do, like I'm not saying a lot of shit, but the certain shit I do, I like see other people. Like Denz is someone who when he does shit, I be like, I like to like how he don't really do a lot of my VIP interviews. If he just fuck with you, he just slide you with mine. And I was like, bro, what am I doing all these interviews for? So niggas could come beg for a VIP. So they could be really
a lot of people do that and then they don't come back. I just gauge it if I see you and you're just in my chat supporting me a lot. And not financially. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm just talking about just being in here, like interacting, chilling with me. That's all I really care about. Because I could give a fuck about if you gift me a shit ton of money. I just give a fuck about if you're here supporting me, enjoying your time here. Because there's a lot of people that are like, oh, I want to be VIP this. I'm like, if I fuck with you, I'm just gonna. I don't really care. Sometimes I forget, but it's like or if I forget to have it, but I'm just like, that's why like I said a couple times like, oh yeah, I want to give Jimmy VIP because he's been fucking me heavy, or I see Fall, or I see all these other people. I'm like, all right, fuck it. That's just my mentality.
Oh yeah, I be peeping too. Like how you see people like, okay, you here recently and you just active and you staying here. Like I feel that. Yeah,
like you just found out about me like a couple weeks ago, and I don't think.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I was shocked when I seen Jimmy with VIP. I'm like, he deserves it though, because every time I hear he's typing, he's hearing like that man. He active. That man is active.
But yeah, keep going, Ant. My fault.
Nah, you good. What's that? Oh, but in terms of like that viewership, that's just something that like, and I feel like I've kind of been sitting on it. I'm just in the stage of life where I'm just gonna say what I want. Ever since my grandma died on the 4th of October, I realized life is so short, bro. That so you just gotta say what. And honestly, again, I'm just gonna say this, and this is for everybody. I know y'all gonna see it live. Y'all might see it on Denz YouTube if you're not following Denz. Plug. Someone do the YouTube command. Follow Denz on YouTube. Follow Denz on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? If y'all gonna support niggas, I don't half-ass support. And if you busy, then be busy. That's cool, bro.
Yeah,
that's cool, bro.
See, I
and it's hard
see what
to
you're saying.
Yeah.
Like my mentality, since we're talking about specifically Twitch, and my mentality with Twitch is like I'm not satisfied by settling and by being stagnant, but my mentality because you don't really know what to expect any given stream, because at the end of the day, like I told y'all, it could be, you could have a stream where you average crazy numbers, and then the very next stream, because you thought you did really good that stream, you average the numbers that you probably didn't expect, right? But
Yeah, half as much.
because
Yeah.
it's just Twitch, and Twitch is
And
very
niggas be thinking they
unpredictable.
did something wrong. That's the worst
Yeah,
part.
yeah, exactly. It's not that you're doing something wrong. That's what I have to remind myself. It's not that you're doing something wrong. It's just the fact that it's just Twitch. It's inconsistent. It's not ever going to be super consistent. Even the biggest streamers, they have like Aiden. Then Aiden just have like a whole thing where people were bitching at him because he wasn't averaging 100K, but he's still averaging like 50K. But 50K is crazy still. Like it's
Yeah,
just like,
still a lot.
It's fucking crazy.
like,
That's
so it's
insane.
just like the way me and how I've been specifically thinking about Twitch itself is that I never know who's in my stream. People come in and out of my stream at a constant rate. So whatever time they decide to go into my streams, I'm just trying to make sure that those people, doesn't matter if it's 20 people, doesn't matter if they're lurking, doesn't matter if there's 30, doesn't matter if there's 200, doesn't matter if there's 10. I'm just going to make sure that in that time, I'm making the people enjoyable of their time here. So when they do leave or they do come back or whatever the fuck, I'm just leaving a good impression on those people in the 30 minutes that they watch me, in the hour that they watch me, in whatever, if that makes sense. That's been my mentality. And ever since I started thinking about that specifically, because obviously if you let the numbers or you let the chat activity get to you, it's gonna alter your drive, and it's gonna alter the way that you stream, or it's gonna alter the way that you think about Twitch, because obviously all of us have a perception of what our streams are, and if our chat isn't active, or if we're averaging a lot less viewers for a specific day, you're gonna think a certain way. But it's not. I am in a position to not think about that, because I'm not saying because I got partnered that I don't have to worry about that anymore. Because obviously one of your goals should wanting to be partnered on Twitch. It's just like I'm just trying to make sure that the people that are watching me are fucking with what I'm putting out, and the people that want to come in and out, that they just enjoyed themselves, regardless of how long it was, regardless of their lurking. Because I know some people like support. Like I have a person called named Mars that since I've started doing like streaming, he has like 20 something day watch time, but he doesn't type. He just lurks. But that's still support to me, because it's like he doesn't have to type to know that he fucks with me, because he tells me, like, he'll type every now and then, but like I'm like, damn, Mars, you're here. But he's been here since I've started doing it, so it's just like this is like a feeling process I get, I guess. And for sure, my mom said, you really made me feel part of the community, so I have to come back. Of course, I'm pretty keen on wanting to make everyone like inclusive, I guess, like just bringing everyone together, because like I told everyone, like I'm not a streamer, I'm not an entertainer, I'm not whatever without the people that made me the person that I am. I don't think anyone is. So it's like the best thing I can do is try to give back, or do whatever I can do to make y'all feel at home, or at like not have to feel like you have to be a certain way or act a certain way. I'm not gonna make you or say you do something, anything like that. So grab them yet?
Yeah, of course. I feel that. I feel like as like I don't stream, but I feel like a streamer, like y'all do have it tough, because you don't never expect what is gonna happen in your stream, especially like if you chilling and like negative people come around, they just start like, oh, like I remember that thing was like stream harder or play better, stuff like that, and you back your head like, well, I'm doing what I can to provide you content, stuff like that. I feel like at the end of the day, like if you got haters, that means you doing something right in your life. You doing something that you have somebody come out their way just to see, oh, why is he doing it like that? Why does he play like that? That's what I feel like.
I do think, to a degree, I'm kind of glad that you said that. I think, and this is what I had to realize, I think that at some point, as much as you can say, well, this, that, at some point, everybody has to be realistic about the content that they produce. And it's not from a number standpoint, but you have to be realistic about how entertaining the content that you're making is. Like, if you were scrolling through Twitch, would you watch? And I encourage you, watch your VODs back. Like, how entertaining is it for you to watch your own VOD back? Because there was a point in time where I had to go on Twitter because I felt something was off. I was like, bro, I'm not having fun. So I was like, yo, and I need y'all to be so dead ass to me. Like, bro, like, are y'all enjoying yourselves here, and not I'm not gonna get mad if you say no, but it's like I would much rather hear like, hey yo, I ain't gonna let that shit getting kind of stale. Like, let's try something new, because I'm down for that. I'm down for trying some new shit.
Yeah,
People
constructive
got
criticism.
yeah, you got to be aware of how entertaining your like I don't know, like if you're doing nothing but playing COD and you're terrible at the game and you don't talk to your chat every day, like you say nothing to your chat but like, oh hi, and then you just go about your day and then you get smacked. Like there's no there's no good gameplay, there's no good commentary, there's no like you can't be mad at people for being like, I fuck with you and I love you, but I think I'll tab you and probably like, I'll probably go watch somebody like, or I'm not, and I may not type in here. You have to be honest with how
You're just talking
how
about strictly
entertaining your content is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're just
strictly
talking about,
content.
You're just talking about if they're entertaining or not. If people are doing like the same thing and they're just not adding value to their streams. And that, I mean, that's why I told y'all, like everyone that I vouch for and advocate for on my side. I'm like, when I go into all these in this VC, if I go to any one of your streams, it's different every time. I don't see the same thing that I see in a lot of other people, like I said, a Micah stream or a Kobe stream or a Wabe stream or an Ant stream or a Dior stream or a Dev stream. Like it's all different. So I feel like that's figuring out like specifically, are you just trying to say like, people need to figure out what they need to do to be different and hone in on that instead of being.
I guess what I'm saying is that you need to be conscious of the quality of content you're making and be open. Shit.
Thank you for the 2 months,
you
my
be
boy.
aware
What
of the content you're making and be open to adaptation. You had to evolve and don't get too comfortable. Like that's why, I say that from personal experience. There was like literally like 2 weeks straight where all I would do on stream is I would fucking hop on Brawl and then hop on Road Company and then just play with play games with my niggas, which is cool, but it's like that's some shit I can do off stream. You know what I'm saying? And I had to be aware of myself. Like that's not entertaining for people. That's not quality content.
You gotta switch it up and do things differently. It's always about what you could do next. Whenever I first started on a PS4, I hated that I was just streaming one thing. I hated that all I could do was Call of Duty. So then I was like, I'm gonna work hard and try to grind this out so that I can get a PC. And then I was like, all right, well, now I have a PC that opens up so many opportunities. And then I was like, all right, it got to a point, I think a month or two ago, I was like, damn, I feel like I react too much. So now I just want to start playing games more. Like I want to get back to my roots of just playing games. And I started playing a lot of games more. Like last stream, all I did was play games. Past couple streams, it's just like you always have to think of something different to do. Because if you do the same thing every single day, every single stream, you get oversaturated of the same thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Also, not to sound, this might sound like harsher, you know what I mean? But
talk your shit.
Everybody not meant to be a streamer, bro. Like,
100%.
And when I,
don't be saying that shit. Oh, bro,
100,000%.
Let me clarify what I'm saying. Because what I mean by that is you can get on this app, you know what I'm saying, get a little buzz, you know what I mean, get some followers, you going up, right? That content gonna get stale after a while. When I say a streamer, I mean like a long lasting. This nigga gonna be here for a while. Like, nah, he ain't just here for a minute. Like, he gonna be here for a while. Not everybody can be that, bro.
And I feel
not
like
everybody can be that, bro.
Mentality when it comes to streaming is like, I don't think they think of the long term, and I think a lot of people think of the short term.
I'm behind it. My fault.
No, keep talking.
It kind of starts a trap. Like the way that Twitch is made, it literally is made to be like it's easier to stream than it is to watch a stream. Like you turn on a stream, you go on Twitch, right? Say you make a new account, you open Twitch, right? You don't know who to watch, you don't know where to go, you don't know where the type of people that you're gonna click with is. Like you don't know how to find your lane easily, but you could fucking turn on your Xbox 360, nigga, and start streaming fucking 2K14 and just start playing that shit. And it's like you get it also you get an easy taste, like especially if you're involved in the community, like people that could be involved in a community like this, they get a simple taste of what could be, and then get high off of that shit. And then when they find out, like they just keep trying to go at that, and then like you're not really progressing. Now you got every nigga that's in your chat, them niggas talking about they finna stream, and it's like you're not trying to gate. It's not like you trying to gatekeep or nothing. It's just like bro, like you feel me? Like I don't know, it's weird. It's
I know
weird.
exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean, bro.
It's like I feel it's like it's tough because you're trying to be an inspiration and then you inspire niggas and then they want to string. Like that's how it goes.
And
I don't have a problem with that though.
Is that people have a lot of like a negative perception why they want to start streaming, which I don't like. Where people say, "Oh my god."
Like I feel like niggas get to the fact of people messing of like people like them stream like at the high points, and like they get stuck on that, and they're gonna want that over and over and over again, and not really be ready for what comes with it.
Yeah,
like the low points, they want what you have when you
exactly. They exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I feel like I said, I've experienced this, and I know of stuff like this. Is people see a lot of streamers get a lot of gifts or they get a lot of subs, and they're like, oh, I want to do that, but they're only doing it because they want to get the money out of it. Yep. But I'm telling you, when I do streaming, I could give a fuck about the money. When I do this, my intentions with streaming was never about I want to make this much money, I want to do this. My things with streaming was I want to affect people in a positive light, I want to help people do this. And I feel like a lot of people, they're like, oh, because like we said before, and like months ago or whatever, they think streaming is easy, and they think they can get the same things that we're getting, or they think whatever, and then they just have ill intentions coming into it, and they're not thinking like I'm thinking about the long term. When I'm streaming, I'm trying to be on this shit for a very, very long time, whether it's streaming or whether it's being a content creator. I'm thinking about the very long term of it. But I feel like everyone now, because Wabe, whenever we start streaming like a year ago, nigga, it was only like a handful of people, right? And then it went from a handful of people to like a bucket of people. So it was just
even then people were like, bro, why is everybody streaming?
Yeah, bro, even nigga, I had a whole argument with me talking about why was I streaming? I had people mad that I was fucking streaming.
Exactly. And now like you look at that shit, bro, it's so much worse. It's so much worse now.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not like I said, it's not like I'm trying to, you feel me, like tell people, oh, don't stream, oh, you're like, well, but like at the same time, I feel like Twitch isn't really that helpful with like it makes people seem like they're gonna become him that instantly. You know how fucking easy it is to get affiliate, bro. You literally turn on your stream and have a fucking toaster rotating for a week, and you can get affiliate, bro. And them niggas, that should make you think like, damn, oh shit, I can make money off of this. Like I'm that nigga type shit, but like that ain't all that it is.
And niggas just don't be genuine sometimes, bro. Like this just in general. This is, I ain't talking about nobody in particular, but like you know what I'm saying, people in your chat might be like, yeah, I'm about to start streaming. But yeah, you know when I stream, right, you got to invite me to that game, right? You know, so you're trying to collab. It's like what, bro? Like what you mean? Like if I don't invite you, or I'm not collaborating with you, like you not coming no more. It's like what, bro?
There's good
that is the fakest.
And there's bad collaborations. Like natural collaborations are just shit which is
natural. Yes, bro.
People want stuff the
natural,
easy way. People don't like to grind for stuff no more. They want stuff quick, fast, in a hurry. Shit like
that's
that.
That's what I feel like. A lot of the newer streamers have the luxury of having it better than like me and Wabe's, and I even say Kobe starting out. Like back then, a year ago when we started streaming, it wasn't like a lot of people. Like our community is a lot more inclusive than it was a year ago, right?
Yeah.
But I don't have the luxury of.
It's a lot more seemingly open.
I'm talking about specifically starting up. I like starting up for real. You said what, Kobe?
I ain't trying to cut you off, but it's more like I wouldn't say it's inclusive.
It's not really inclusive. It feel my fault.
You good? It feel like niggas get gassed up easy.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like
that's
niggas
what I was saying. That's what I was trying to say.
That's not even what I was gonna say. I feel like it's more like it's almost on some like neighbors who hate each other, but it's almost like we really cool as long as you don't cross to my side.
And
Long
I
as
hate,
you don't.
I hate
Yeah.
that shit
Oh,
so
there's
much.
a lot of
Yeah.
there's a lot of
Which
sides
is
in our
which is
community.
another
that
thing I
it's-
wanted to talk about because oh my god, after that award show shit, I really want to talk about this, bro. That award show shit, and I'm just gonna say this. I'm not gonna go into detail about all the shit that transpired because I don't want to bring attention to a lot of shit. That being said, that shit was a fucking. I knew it, and I had been saying it already. It's not even fucking sides anymore, bro. Cause sides, like, it's not a fucking. It's not a square. It's not. There's like fucking. It's cliques, bro. It's a
Literally high
just.
school
It's
classroom.
just.
yeah,
High
It's
school
just
I
a
class.
said
It's a
that
high
bunch
on
of
my
school
cliques,
fucking
bro.
classroom.
I said that on my stream.
And
It's
it's
high
not
school
like
fucking
Yeah.
classroom.
it's
I
not
said
it's
the same
not
shit to you,
bad,
man.
but it just kind of showed me that it's like everybody is, and I mean everybody,
Mhm.
and this is something, and I'm guilty of it at one point too. So I'm not. Everybody is so it's us against them, bro. Secretly,
Uh-huh.
it's quietly though. They're so niggas is so. It remind me. You seen that movie Us? How niggas was smiling at you, but it gave you weird vibes because you're like that nigga ain't really.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
get that vibe, bro. It's giving
Yeah.
me like niggas is so fake together, bro, and that shit sickens me. Like that shit
Yeah.
fucking like I
Yeah.
honestly to right now I don't know if I'm gonna do it. Like I don't know if I'm gonna do another award show. I had said it multiple times. I don't know if I'm gonna do another
Yeah.
award show, bro,
Mhm.
because like I didn't want like my goal, and I had said it, bro. I had like when I was making, I was like, bro, there might be some shit, but nah, we gonna be cool. Nah, bro, cause like I didn't want no negativity, and it's like there's
At all.
negativity come, and
Yeah.
and at the end of the day, I blame myself for that because I saw the writing on the wall, and I was naive. I was like, nah, probably but bro, it's so fake. We're so fake together, and we're so fake together, bro. We're
Fake as
So
so
many,
fuck.
fake
so much
together.
So fake.
animosity.
It's fake as hell. Like that envy shit, it runs so deep in a lot of, and it's a very strange thing to me. I say this all the time because I can never understand somebody that is angry at
It's
another person, like
hold up,
at
20,
either regardless of what another person got going on or
no,
what they going
20,
through or something. What's up?
24 says natural to be competitive. It is natural to be competitive, but
There's a
the
difference
best
between
way to
competition.
explain what I feel like we had Twitch is like one big village, right? It's like one big village, but there's a bunch of fucking tribes, right? So yes, it's
Yeah.
natural for the tribes to be competitive, but it's not natural. Yeah, competitive is cool, but it's like it's not even competitive at this point. It's almost like we're like competitive, but it's like we're like Molotov in each other's camps and fucking
Nigga, we on
throwing
the same
spears
team.
at each other.
Doing
We on the
hella
same team,
grimy
nigga.
shit.
Like,
Shit like that.
like we on the same team, nigga. We came together from us, like all together at one point for a reason, nigga. Like we on the same team. It's like niggas is splitting this shit up like we ops. Like that's not how it's supposed to be. You feel me? Like that envy shit is just so
I just feel like that award show shit, like I'm not gonna say it divided people anymore, but it kind of just emphasized the cracks that were already on the fault line.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
My
And
mentality
that's-
of it was I just like I know I'm not gonna please everyone. I'm not gonna be someone like I know a lot of niggas in our community don't really fuck with me like that. So I'm just gonna do better for myself and work harder for myself so that I can tell myself that I'm this or I'm that type thing because all the opinion matters is how I feel about me.
Exactly.
So
When
that's
videos
my
are made,
mentality.
24 G's. I haven't spoken on this yet. All I'm gonna say is this: in terms of the videos that were being circulated, yes, were they unnecessary? Yes, the niggas need to get at their feelings. Yes, at the same time, you cannot. And I can't stress this enough because this fucking pisses me the fuck off about so much. It's I love everybody I come across. I either love or I have no problem with. Y'all niggas gotta stop trying to fight negativity with negativity, bro. You trying to fight fire with fire until you burn everything down, nigga. What fucking good is that? You trying to go fire for fire until you burn everything down, my nigga.
I ain't seen no videos. I don't know what y'all
all I have
referring
to say on that is trying to speak on saying you're not going to be negative about something and then saying negative things about a negative situation is not going to.
No. I'm not justifying nothing.
I'm just saying how I speak about that specific because I'm just saying I saw videos and
yeah.
And I also like I'm not a. You didn't see me. You didn't see a lot of other people go to. I don't go to social media first to tell people problems about how I feel about stuff because I don't care enough to do it. Like this whole the award thing, I didn't care enough to, oh, I'm gonna make a whole Twitch stream dedicated to saying who, or I'm gonna say a whole Twitch stream saying this, that, the third, or blah blah. I just don't care enough to get involved in that. Like I got what I got going on. I'm gonna keep it pushing my way. That's my mentality with the whole situation. That's how I've been. I peeped things and I was like, all right, cool. I'm keep pushing. That was my mentality with the whole.
And with your award show and everything, from the second I knew about it, I knew what your intentions were. Like I knew you intended well. I knew that you like what you like where this come from was a place of trying to celebrate your niggas, trying to celebrate everybody that you've seen, trying to maybe put niggas on with people that they don't even really know either type shit. Like you wanted to get niggas out there and everything like that. But I felt like with events like that, especially between communities, a community like this, instantly I had like a feeling that something was gonna like people were just gonna take shit a certain way. So that's why I was moving the way I was about the whole thing. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just take a step back. I appreciate everybody voting for whatever, maybe nominated some of my boys, but I did not speak a word about it. I sat back and I watched. And I want to take and observe, see how niggas would move to either themselves not getting nominated or people voting for people over them, or new people getting introduced into shit, how communities reacted, how other people might have reacted. And it's just like a shit like that, you can really take into, like, it's a learning experience. You can learn from this. You can learn about the people around you. You can learn about the whole community that surrounds us and shit like that. You feel me?
Shit, after that, I went to Jordan's stream. I went to V2 stream. Like that shit worked perfectly for me because I didn't look at that shit and be like, oh, he ain't deserve that. Like that shit's weird. Like no, like everybody was on that shit. Like, I didn't say nothing about the award show. Like niggas nominated me. I was very grateful. Everybody that won, bro, they deserve to win, bro. But yeah, after that, I was like, yeah, let me go to Jordan's stream. Like I already knew about Jordan. I went over to Jordan's stream with the V2 stream. Like I don't know.
My biggest issue with it was assuming that everybody is cut like me, and this isn't like trying to talk my shit, but like, and I said this yesterday, and I want niggas like, and this is just in general. This is just in general. This is just how I feel, and niggas can feel whatever way they feel about it. You know what they say about assumptions. This is why I fucked up, but I assumed if a nigga like me, after seeing the nominations, can put shit together and put my ego, because we all have I've said this so many, every person that's successful on this app has a fucking ego. The difference is how much you let it. It's like the Hulk, bro. Some versions of the Hulk, that nigga uses the Hulk to his advantage as like you would use it driving. Sometimes it consumes you, bro. I assume if I could put my ego to the side, because let's be honest, I got no Rookie of the Year nominations, nigga. In my mind, I could argue I'm the best true rookie on here, nigga. I had the most growth in it, nigga. 9 months, 1.4K. Who the fuck does that except for my brother Amani? Who the fuck? You know, so like, but I didn't let that eat me. And mama, I love Kobe to death, but in mama, I can rationalize, well, you know, I feel I could, even though I did vote for, what I'm saying is like, if I could take myself out and be like, even though I feel I have a strong argument for almost everything I'm nominated for, or the things that I wasn't nominated for, I don't give a fuck, because it's not about me. And I think that was my mistake. I am a different nigga than a lot of people. I'm built different than a lot of people. Unfortunately, I'm a lot more compassionate and a lot more selfless than a lot of people. That assumption was probably my biggest mistake. And it's not saying it can't be done again, but it would definitely have to be a readjustment of how I think. And even then, the only thing that stops me, like in my mind, because when it came down to, I realized, and it's kind of like what Wabe said, and I fuck with that, because I fuck with that, Wabe, because you need people to be honest with you. Looking back on it, that shit was a fucking popularity contest, and I didn't like that. At the
same time, I heard that like people could vote multiple times and shit.
Yeah,
that could skew votes, all types of shit.
Yeah, multiple browsers and shit like that. But if you go through all that trouble to do that, it's kind of fucking weird.
I kind of want to speak on that, right? So that came to my attention. I think either Reese or Dr. Booty Liberator had said something. I was streaming And the thing about me, I want you to
Slang
fucking
is
understand
crazy.
that name is crazy. That nigga liberate ass cheeks. I guess I don't know. I told y'all I work heavy. Like I don't think y'all niggas like anytime I pop in y'all chats, y'all if y'all stream,
Oh, I
y'all be
know
like,
you be
Ant, you at
working.
work on, Ant, you at work on.
Yeah, I
So
know you be
I just
working.
don't physically have the time to sit there and check the polls I literally looked at it like 2-3 times, see who was in the league. Cool, okay, it's fun. Get back. So I didn't know there was a fucking section you could see how many votes you get per fucking minute, nigga. I didn't know that was a thing. It didn't come to my attention until like 2 days. The polling ended on like the 9th. Someone came in my chat like the 9th of the 7th, the morning of the 8th. It was like, hey, yo, it just let me vote twice for something. I was like, what the fuck do you mean? He's like, bro, I voted twice for something. Like, I didn't even do it on purpose, but it counted both of my votes. And
You just have to refresh.
At this point, I'm like, I'm a week and a half into it. The shit is in 3 days. Like, the voting ends in like 12 hours anyway. So I'm like, fuck it, just fuck it. Don't say shit. We gonna let it rock at this point because I'm not redoing this whole shit, bro. But like, I don't like. I've already determined like if I do it again, I'm probably going to have to be a lot smarter with how I do it. I'm thinking the first thing that came to my mind is I probably, especially for the nominations such as the 2 to 5s, the 5 to 10, the 5 to 1s, 1 to 3, shit like that. If I just talk to the people who are in that group, you know what I'm saying? So for instance, because what hurt me, like especially making the 1 to 3 probably hurt me the most. The 1 to 3 hurt me the most to make because there's people who I feel like deserve recognition and kind of got hoed just because of the way a fucking Twitter nomination system, which is my fault. I designed the system. You want to blame somebody, blame me. I'm not gonna duck any criticism that anybody has towards me about the way this shit played out. But I was like, bro, Felix ain't get in there, Jada didn't get in there, Slight didn't get in there, Jay didn't. Like, I was like, okay, like what I might end up doing next time is just doing a nomination and vote by peers because like an IRL, like I'm probably not even gonna tell y'all niggas when I start doing it, but I might just be like, hey yo, like if me, like I might like Francis, I'd be like, hey yo, Amani, who's 3 names you want to nominate for our category? Okay, Felix, who's 3 names you
Naughty shit. Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I feel like that, and then once we figure out who get the most nominations that way, might not even do a second round of voting. I might just be who got the most nominations out of those 3, and we go do it. It'd be tough to a degree still for certain cat. I don't know, bro. We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
On the internet, though,
It can also be a
you
collaborative.
gotta think about though. On the internet, it's gonna always be like some form of bias because niggas want to see they niggas up, so it's gonna always be that bias. But
Yo, my full friend interrupted, but what are y'all talking about again?
We're talking about the awards.
The aftermath or just in general?
I almost trolled. You're so lucky he
Okay,
answered
so
fast.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is gonna be like a hot take, but if you took the awards a certain way, that's on you. Because like it was not to personally, it was never that serious. Like that's just like a compliment. Like it's a accomplishments you made as a community and shit. Like at the end of the day, I'll fuck with everybody the same way I did before the awards and after it. Like I don't know why niggas took it up the ass. I ain't gonna lie. That's just me though. And like, yeah, that's really all I just ain't gonna cap. It's like, I don't know, bro. Personally, I don't see like why niggas took it a certain way. Cause everybody like, I don't know, bro. Hopefully I get what I'm trying to say.
No, keep talking.
Yeah, no, I get it, and that wasn't a hot take either because I think the same exact thing. Like the shit was kind of weird,
like,
but yeah,
like you shouldn't be taking it like. Bro. I mean, like I don't even know why niggas took it bad. Like I ain't gonna lie.
It's virtual awards that it's.
You know what
and
it
that
is.
shit was
You
a
know what it
celebration
is.
at the end of the day. It was a celebration of the community, bro. It's not meant to be a
That's
competition.
what I'm saying. Like
You
we're
know
on the
what
same
it
fucking
is, though.
team, my
You
nigga.
know
Like
what it is, though. What's that shit
bro.
J. Cole said, nigga? Pride is the devil. That's what
it's
it
human.
is.
It's human nature, bro.
That's what it is. The part of the problem, and again, as me and Wabe has been. the reason that everybody has such fucking pride is because everybody feels underrated because everybody is sectioned off in the community.
Oh,
So it's like
100%.
everybody has this ideology, and it's not wrong, but everyone has this idea. Like, bro, nobody give a fuck about me, bro. Niggas, I'm like everybody values themselves to a certain point, which there's no problem with, but it's because like we're all like so disconnected. I don't know, bro.
We're
So like
connected
it's
but disconnected at the same time.
Yeah.
This community has a lot of like,
So
like
it
areas that don't even touch other side of areas. Like there's like I don't like there's people like the whole like Jordan. I didn't know who Jordan was until recently, but that's a whole side of like his community that didn't even know who I was, or vice versa, or like Cali, Kobe, yeah, that like the scum side or like that side doesn't even go towards like the Aunt Amani, Richie, like that type of, you know what I'm trying to say? Like it's closed off, right? And obviously, like for your thing, like with the like some of some of the awards, it was like obviously they're gonna vote for the people that they know, and because it's your awards, they advocated for it. They're gonna be like, that's since this is all we know, we're gonna do this, and since we don't know that other person, that I'm not gonna care about that. But it's even I don't know if I'm making any sense when I say that.
No,
you make sense.
I feel what you're saying. They go, and I even said that. That's why, like, I want to make this clear. I personally don't hold no ill will. I have no problems with anybody that was involved in anything. At the end of the day, I'm too old and I've been through too much to hold on to it. Ain't, you know what I'm saying? The only thing, I get what you're saying though. Everybody's gonna go for their guy. Like, at the end of the day, that's why, like, there were people that like, hey, yo, because the main thing I was hearing, and at the end, it's kind of a selfish mindset. But the part of the thing was pissing me off is I feel like even though my name wasn't being brought up, I hosted the event, so therefore I feel like I was tied to something. It's the same aspect where if your kid go to school and he act a fool, you feel like it goes back to you. It's a reflection of your character. And I was here. I didn't even see it at the time. But I was hearing they're like, oh, niggas were going to this chat and they're talking about woo 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 woo. And I look and it wasn't even that bad. I don't know, bro. It was a
nigga,
whole.
I had people fucking DMing me saying, oh, people clipped your thing and they sent it to other people and they felt. I was like, nigga, what? Like what? I'm telling you, as soon as I ended that, I was like, I don't like. The next day, I was like, all right, cool. What am I gonna do next? Like, it was for the moment, and like I said, I kept it pushing.
That's when you realize that niggas need to feel the touch of.
I don't know, like even because I look at Denz, like what I did, I didn't look through the whole vibes because it was fucking late as fuck when I ended, but I looked at like, because what everybody can say, hey, niggas was wilding on unrated, niggas was wilding. So I go and I look at Denz vibe. It was niggas like, yo, what the fuck, do niggas will put at the same time, like niggas don't give, and maybe this is just me, maybe I'm being biased, I don't know, but niggas don't give niggas no character development time because I specifically remember watching that VOD, and yes, niggas was some niggas, not the whole. Some niggas was, oh, you was trolling. That's the thing about trolling is sometimes, and y'all do you. I'm not saying change who you is, but trolling will affect people basically whether they understand you trolling. But even it got to a point where yes, some niggas was wilding, but it even got to a point like shout out that nigga 2-4. He was like, hey yo, you know what? My fault. We is kind of wrong. Let's chill. Let's just congratulate niggas and move on. Like he said, not word for word, but in the chat was like, oh yeah, you right. My fault. Like do. You know what I'm saying? Let's chill. My fault. I'm sorry. Do. You know what I'm saying? Like I saw that play out. I saw that entire thing play out. You know, I don't know. I guess it's like Dan says, you can't please everybody. And the biggest part, the thing is when you're connecting so many different communities and so many different parts of the community, you're introducing so many different thought processes and mindsets and ways that people process and therefore come to conclusions about how they feel about information. Like we could both look at the same thing. We could both look at the same video, and half of us might laugh, and half of us may be like, "That's fucked up," right? Like, you know,
I'm the last, right?
You said what, Kobe?
I was the last right then, but I know what he means. Like, it's so many different personalities, and people come from different upbringings and things. So people gonna take things differently. It's not. When you do stuff like that, it's gonna have some type of effect. So
I think the biggest problem is there's no dialogue, bro. Like niggas get so, and that's another thing that at this side of this our community. I'm talking about our community. Yes, we need to be better. When shit hits the fan, there's no fucking dialogue. I understand that y'all be on. You ever seen them movies when when shit pop off, niggas go grab they pitchforks and torches? That's what it feel like, bro. Whenever anything, it could be small, it could be big. There's no dialogue, or if there is dialogue, it's like, no, fuck you, nigga. This is why I'm right. You know, like it's not. There's a difference between dialogue and talking at niggas. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's never dialogue, bro. And maybe that's because I'm light skinned. Y'all niggas may not be into talking shit out, and I get that. But on something like in something like this, bro, when we all share so many, when we all share so many viewers, like God forbid, say something happened and me and Denz end up feuding or some shit, right? I don't ever think that shit would happen. But like hypothetical, right? And it's like a bad fucking divorce to where the community's fucking split. You see, and I'm sure you could think of so many different situations where shit like that's happened. Like something happens, and then like because niggas don't communicate, it's like a fucking bad divorce for the community, bro. Like and I'm not saying that you need like, oh no, everything can be fine through hard work and talking. No, bro, but you can come to cordial conclusions. Like, bro, we ain't gonna see the eye to eye. I don't even really fuck with you like that, but you cool, bro. No ill will. Like that is a reasonable conclusion. Like niggas can get to that too. Like there's lots of niggas IRL who I've been like, look, bro, I ain't gonna lie, Woody, I just don't fuck with you like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't see eye to eye. We live different lifestyles, but there's no hate to you. I hope you succeed. Keep it playing. You know, keep it pushing. That's it.
Mm-hmm. And you say that's what our community lacks in is just that exactly what you just said. Like if something were to fall out, basically.
I feel like this it's like knee-jerk reaction, I guess. You know what I mean? Like knee-jerk, I think it's because of the place a lot of us come from. We're all very like emotionally decision-based because we're all emotional beings. And I think it probably attributes to because a lot of us probably never were taught how to deal with our emotions or never learned how to deal with shit. So we impulse. That's why I haven't said nothing. I didn't say anything about anything that popped up until 2 days later. Because why? I give myself time to this goes for anything in life that I go through. I got a fucking call. My mom called me on stream one night. I was playing Friday the 13th with Richie and your boy Ant and V2. And my mom calls me, says, hey, I don't know what you're doing, but your grandmother just passed away. While I'm fucking streaming. I pulled it together. I didn't tell nobody till 3 days later because I like to give myself time to compose myself, to think about how I want to display because I have a fucking, and I may be small, but I have a platform and I have a voice.
God, you do.
And I need to be very calculated with how I feed information to a base of people that majoritively consists of people under 19 years old.
I mean, I think if that goes for anything being said, like if something just happens to you in that moment, you're gonna be like belligerent with your thinking and it's gonna be all over the place. But if you give your time to assess the situation and then come to a collective decision, like saying something that you know you wouldn't regret saying, because I know like in the moment or you're gonna impulsively say something that you might not mean necessarily type thing. So like, and with news, like you could have obviously felt a certain way, done a certain way, but you handled it and then you addressed it later when you were comfortable and when you were ready to talk about it. And the same thing that you did with the award show, because obviously you could have talked about it the next stream that you did or like the same day or the night that it was all happening. But I get what you're saying, Ant. Oh fuck! Oh, I got the hiccups. Oh fuck!
What the hiccups?
Someone scare me.
Damn, nigga.
You said somebody scare you?
Job application. Getting some bitches.
Oh shit!
Fuck. Said getting some bitches. I'm fucking.
Fuck!
Cried.
Thank you, help me, bro. Appreciate it, well, baby.
Do you like?
Low key though.
Do you like kids?
Low key though. I do want to collaborate with some people in the future. I want the shit to be natural. I understand like it's clicks and shit on here, which is understandable. everybody has different experiences. They probably came into this differently, met some people on the way. Like, yeah, let's we about to stick together type shit. I understand that. But hopefully in the future, I think that war show, even though it did, cause some tension to a certain extent, I think it brought up a lot of issues that needed to be brought up. And hopefully it sparked some conversation in the future. Maybe not now, but maybe in the future, some people could look back. We could look back and laugh about it and be like, yeah, that was kind of crazy. Like, what was we doing? Yeah, hopefully one day I want to collaborate with some people in the future. I got some people in mind, but like I said, I'm into like natural type shit. I don't force nothing. I don't want to be like, yeah, meet me on this day. Come in my VC this day. We're gonna do this. It's like, nah. And they're like, what the fuck? Like that shit just be kind of weird sometimes. But yeah, hopefully some natural shit happen and that shit can happen in the future, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I mean,
The force shit, I'm not into that.
Since this is a podcast, I can do whatever the fuck I want. We can talk about the community and what y'all do or don't like about it, since we were kind of on the topic already. Like, is there anything that y'all have felt, Kobe? Your take. Is there anything that you felt in the past, however long you've been streaming, or like Micah, you becoming from a viewer to getting engulfed in fully engulfed in the community? Is there any things that y'all see? TG, I know Dev's, he probably can hear me because he's on the stream, but is there anything that y'all see that you're like, or Wabe, that y'all like, I don't really fuck with, I think it's kind of dumb that no one talks about it? Like, just say talk about it, because fuck it, we're already here.
You want to hear something crazy though?
Sure.
Like, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes it be like, I ain't gonna.
No, say it. Fuck it.
No.
Fuck it. We're already here. Fuck it.
No. Because some people just be talking too much, bro. Like some niggas that say like, I mean, like I've seen it a lot. Like after the awards shit, so I don't really care about shit no more. But nigga, like some people were saying, oh, they just dick riding him, bro. They on this nigga dick, blah blah blah. Like, bro, it's just something the community needs to learn. It's like dick riding and then supporting somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. I feel like
talk about it.
I feel like some niggas just be talking, bro. Like I feel some people just be talking sometimes, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Basically, you're saying that there's a difference between dick riding and fucking with someone, like as a content creator, or fucking with someone as like a streamer.
No, it's like people need to learn the difference between the two, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
I get you. What about you, Kobe? I want to hear Kobe's take. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm about to be bloodhound. Hold on.
I just hate the fake shit. That's all it is. Like that's all it is. I just hate fake shit, and it this goes for like viewers and streamers. I dislike that a lot.
I just don't understand like fake people.
Yeah, I know it's like some form of like culture there, but like I hate like when people just like be fake, but they're just like secretly envying you, or they're like they just don't. They're not doing what they like putting forward. That's why I like hate.
Also, that fake support shit. A lot of niggas just support you to say that they was there for the ride. Like a nigga gonna get founder's badge and your shit, but never sub again just to say that they was there first. Niggas gonna type in your chat every day till they get that VIP, then never type again just to say that they was a VIP in your shit.
Exactly.
You feel me? It's a lot of like, it's a lot of fake shit, and it's just I don't appreciate that, because if you focus somebody, you fuck with somebody, bro. Like it ain't.
I don't understand the fake fucking with someone part. Like if I don't fuck with you, I'm just not gonna associate myself with you in any sort of. I'm not gonna be in any your stream. I'm just not gonna associate myself with you at all. I'm really keen on if I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, and you'll probably know if I give a fuck because the feeling will be mutual. So it's
people always try to use people are always gonna try and use somebody. Like there's like, I'm not gonna say this to everybody, but there's always a certain type of person that will try to use other people to level up off of. So they'll be like, oh, I can get close to this person. I can go to this person. That means I can get close to this person. That means after I get to this person, I'm gonna talk to this person. There's a nigga that literally lives in my neighborhood that I haven't talked to in years. That be up in my chat, DM me on Instagram, trying to get me to fucking send his beats to AMP. Nigga, I don't know them niggas. Nigga, like I don't know you. He literally nigga DM me talking about some yo, yo, they doing a freestyle. They doing a freestyle video. Can you put my beats in a video? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Putting your
AMP
beats in a video?
crazy.
Like,
Didn't you just text me recently too, Wabe,
oh my
about a
God,
screenshot?
yes,
Like,
it was the same nigga. It was the same nigga.
Yeah,
The same nigga.
bro.
That's tough. That's
It's
tough.
same thing with me. Like I have niggas like IRL and online that I feel like they're like, oh, you talk to your age gaming. So can you like can you even watch a video I made, or can I be in a game with you while you're in the game and then at the same? I'm like, bro, like, why do you give a fuck about me now just because I can, just because I associate with people? Like I don't, and I feel like a lot of people sometimes fake fuck with me because they think that I can get them to somewhere. But I feel like that happens with me a lot, specifically in my IRL life and online life. I just feel like people just show fake love just so they can get something out of it, or that's just the feeling I've always felt since I've started.
Niggas are always gonna see us a come up. Niggas are always gonna see us a come up, bro. And you gotta be privy to that shit. You gotta be ready. Like, you gotta stay on your P's, stay on your Q's, all of that, because niggas will try and do this shit. It's weird, and I would say I don't get it, but like, I get what people are trying to do, but I could never do some shit like that because that's just not the type of person I am. No. I get what, like, people are trying to they see it as oh, they're trying to move smart, oh, they're trying to build connections, but that's not what they're doing. That's not
specifically
yeah,
on this
that is
platform,
not
that's
genuine.
genuine and
shit like that.
like you
try to force it.
Trying to force that shit. That's never that shit gotta happen naturally, bro. Like a lot of niggas get in the positions that they in, like through working hard, but like I'm not gonna lie, you also got to be like the right, like not everybody's gonna be in the same place because that's just not how life is. Like you gotta be the right nigga to fit the part sometimes, you know. Like
I feel that.
you can't force being that nigga. You know,
if everybody was rich to be or everybody was rich to be no rich type shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If everybody was happy, there'd be no happy. If everybody was winning, there'd be no losing. Like if nobody was losing, there would be no winning there. That's the better way to put that.
God, JD, she said you can't copy what somebody else is doing because it's not gonna have the same.
Facts.
Also, bro, you can't gatekeep content either, bro.
That shit the other day, bro.
Gatekeeping is a whole different thing.
Or gatekeeping specifically. Do you think
gatekeeping is a whole different thing?
Do you think people in our community do that?
Hell yeah.
What do you think? What do you think specifically?
So what I mean, like, for instance, you know how me and Amani did like the AXG versus DAC shit. Niggas pulled up. It was like a little community battle.
Yeah, that was
now,
cool.
Gatekeeping content would be like if me and Samson told me, I had a conversation with Samson. Samson's like, yo, me and Denz thinking about doing something like that. And gatekeep would be like if I was like, oh no, you fucking copycat ass nigga. Nah, that's
you did that for
I get what you're saying.
That's so petty. That's like
I was like Simpson, that should be fucking hilarious, bro. Like I don't know why y'all niggas ain't done that shit yet, bro.
Shit, fuck.
We did a little something like that. It was just against me and Samson where we played games. I made a YouTube video about it like a while ago, but I never got it to it where it's like we play a set sort of games like you did. But like I feel like that should be used to inspire people to want to do it, not more so where like, oh, I can only do this because I'm a streamer. I mean, this is the thing. At the end of the day, we're doing the same shit that a lot of other people are doing on the platform. So it's not like you're playing a game, someone else is playing the exact same game. So it's not like you can gatekeep something to a certain extent. And I feel like I said, this award show, are you doing that? And you have a lot of good ideas with stuff like that. It's just you're inspiring people to come up with different things and do different things, like that type of thing. Does that make sense? It's just that.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, Micah, I was gonna ask you specifically, like with the whole like you being in this community and like how you, I guess, have started coming up in the community that you've seen that you don't really fuck with or do fuck. I more so don't fuck with that people have been doing that has made you think twice about some things. Is there anything that comes to the top of your mind?
I mean, I don't think I've been around enough to kind of experience some of the things y'all talking about. Like, it's not like I don't know what y'all talking about because I've experienced it in different ways just in life in general. But as far as just being on this platform, I think I got a lot more experience to get through.
Okay, wait,
But
can I ask a question pertaining to that?
yeah.
Have you dealt with, because I feel like all of us who were in the community, you were in the community first before you started streaming. I feel like all of us who were in the
Mhm.
community first dealt with this. How many of the damn, you grew that fast? It took me so and so amount of time to hit that. Have you gotten
Ooh.
like that
Yikes.
low key backhanded
Oh,
shit?
yikes.
Yeah, I hate
yeah.
backhand compliments. That's
Backhand condiments, no doubt.
Yeah, I know what that is.
I hate when they give
Those
them
are
the
fucking
ketchup.
terrible.
I hate when they get
Nah,
the ketchup
yeah.
upside down and shit, bro. That should be pissing me off, bro.
Yeah, but not like directly, but I ain't gonna cap like indirectly, like on some shit. Like I ain't gonna lie, like I can see through that shit. I can see through like the damn you hit this nigga, like what, you know what I'm saying? It's like yeah I did, but you got to understand that like I'm not just like a regular nigga. You know what I mean? Like I'm actually. And then also, bro, I got to be so transparent. I don't know if this directly pertaining to what you just asked me, bro, but like. Man, when I first started, bro. Okay, so like the way I basically started my Twitch, bro, is I used to watch Denz all the time. You know what I'm saying? I used to be in his shit. No, listen, for real. No cringe shit, no dick sucking either. But like, I used to be in your shit all the time. Came in your shit.
Pause.
So anyway, I came
No pause.
You saying I came in your shit, Michael? Yo,
bro, what? Come on, bro.
You serious?
We good, John? We good? Yo,
nah, he say pause, my nigga. You ain't even
bro,
trying.
he say shit like that all the time. I don't even, you know what I'm saying? I don't even acknowledge the shit, bro. Nigga just be talking, bro. The nigga just be talking, bro. I can't acknowledge the nigga, bro. You know, nigga just be talking. That's all, bro. But look, though, for real. So, you know what I'm saying? I came into Denz stream during his 24-hour and stuff. Over time, right? I was just telling Denz, I'm like, yo, bro, like, yeah, I really fuck what you got going on. Like, I'm trying to start streaming one day and shit. Not even on no self-promoting type shit. I just be in there just telling like, yo, like you really inspire me and shit. And just really being in there supporting and shit. And not even with the mindset of damn, like I need this nigga to like get to the next step. It wasn't even none of that. I was just ready to like start one day and just like just move on my own time. So, I mean, one day, I don't know why this man did this, but he decided to shout me out. I got like a good amount of followers and shit. The thing is that I was nervous before I like started because one, you know, it was my first stream, but two, I didn't want niggas to try to discredit me because he gave me a shout out, basically. Like I didn't start from scratch type shit. But the thing is like, to me, on Twitch in particular, even if this nigga rated me or whatever, gave me a shout out for 100 followers, I could get on there and be fucking dog shit, be fucking boring, like the stream lagging, just a bunch of bullshit. Like that don't really, like, that doesn't affect my, like, I don't know. I just felt like niggas gonna try to discredit me because of that. And it's, I don't know, like, cause like you said, they say this a lot, like you could get rated by whoever, but if you not engaging with your stream, that don't matter, bro. Like that don't matter. You can have hella followers, but don't average shit because like you're not engaging or you be doing the same shit over and over. Right. So I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like I hope that people don't get the impression that you just got handed the shit because you've been working hard to. You impressed me the first time that I saw a stream from you. So like for me specifically, it was just like you captured me with the first moment with your streams. I did it because I don't ever raid people and I don't do shit I do for people because I feel obligated to. I do it because I fuck with them and I wanted to see them do better and be better. That's all my intentions are with it. But if people are taking that as like, oh, you, like with anyone, like doesn't matter if it's just me or anyone in the community or with whatever, oh, you, because I get this all the time. Oh, Josh made you. Oh, you wouldn't be here without blah blah blah. Oh, blah blah blah. Some nigga just came in my shit saying some dumb shit earlier. I was like, okay, that's cool. Like I don't think people see like you have to work hard to get where you want to get to. And
Yeah, I don't see why people do that. Like that don't make no sense. Cause like even before when I was when I was Gen stream, Denz is a grinder. Denz gonna get where he at now, regardless. To be honest, that man is a grinder.
Well, here's my thing, right? Like, I don't even know if that's true, but it's not even in a disrespectful way to do. I mean, I do believe, but it's like niggas act like you can't. Niggas act like 99.999% of niggas can just make it without getting a foot in the door. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
no, yeah.
Oh yeah,
like nigga, like are you fucking brain dead, my nigga? Like you realize like there's a lot of really good people on this platform who they just need an opportunity. That's why I always say success equals opportunity plus preparation.
Yeah.
Nigga, nigga, we prepped, right? You prepped, you tested, but you need opportunity. Like niggas act like, cause let's be honest, given the same, it's like bro said, like, given the same opportunity, you probably wouldn't succeed. Given the same opportunity, are y'all niggas getting 8K year one? No, it's the preparation part is included with most of those niggas, any nigga who look at you and be like, well, so this made you, or you only blow up like this. Those niggas is envious, bro, because that's like subconsciously like, damn, bro, why didn't I get that, bro? Like, why didn't I get that opportunity? And it sucks to suck. I don't know he needed. A lot of y'all ain't gonna get the right opportunity, bro. It happens like that. It happens like that, and that's not in a shady play. What that means is find comfort in whatever realm that you operate in, so that when you do get your opportunity, it seems like a blessing, and not something that like, oh, well, like you're gonna be fucking bougie, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree. I mean, like we were all saying, we were basically saying the same thing. I just feel like a lot of viewers, I guess more specifically, they probably have a misconception about how people start, if that makes sense, and like how people progress, and then they compare, and then they're like, okay, well, this, like you were saying, and how many people did Micah? The people said, oh, how you've been growing so fast, and it's like, yeah, but it's like it's not just given. Like I had to, like, people can unfollow. People unfollow me every day. You can get unfollowed. People don't have to watch your streams. People don't watch you every day. So it's just like you feel like respect is just something like you just have to earn from just showing them why the fuck they need to shut the fuck up about shit like that. Because like, yeah, I have all these whatever, but why don't you come and watch me and see why I have the things that I have right now, if that makes sense. So
yep.
It do.
Plus, on top of that, I'm about to disrespect some of you niggas real quick.
Go ahead.
Do
nigga.
not say shit to no y'all niggas who be like, oh, well, this person made you. If you on my nigga Denz dick about some shit like that,
Meat muncher.
You cannot talk shit to no other streamer on this platform if all you do is watch Your Age Gaming and fucking Berleezy. No shade, because I love those niggas. But if all you do is watch fucking Janix, Rage, and Berleezy and Dante, like, y'all niggas only watch big streamers and then try to tell me how the fuck being a small streamer works, bro. How the fuck? What do you know about being a small streamer? You never streamed a day in your life, my nigga. Every chat you go into, you comment and nobody acknowledges you. You're screaming into a fucking empty void, bitch. I promise you. Like, what
He's talking crazy.
How are you going to say anything about so and so made you, nigga? Well, you don't even know. Let's be honest. You started watching this nigga because he was big. Like, you don't watch no small streamers, and if you watch a small streamer, it's just because they're not small. They might have, like, you know what I'm saying? When's the last time you hopped in somebody's chat who had 5 in there? Not like 20 to 30 range, because that's when y'all niggas love hopping in the chat with 20 to 30 niggas. Y'all don't want too much though. If a nigga got like 40 viewers, it's like, nah, that nigga, nah, bro. He's
nigga.
Crazy right there. Jesus Christ.
Like a year ago.
I
don't blame it.
Wow.
Gang, when niggas got 20, like a nigga got under 20, it's like they're a small streamer, bro. Like what it is niggas want to be around, but they don't really want to be around.
Nigga, they don't. They don't
want to go through the trenches, nigga. They don't want to. They don't want to.
They like that stepdad that like, hey, I'm about to go get milk, and then that nigga pop up in the league like, hey, bro, I was your father, nigga. You slept on my sack for a couple months or something. Like, no, bro. Like that shit is Like those is the same niggas that be on dick about shit like that, bro.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah,
why
they
do you
watch.
think?
They
Why do you
watch
think
one
it's so
person
hard?
that's the
Like,
biggest streamer
that's
religiously.
why do you think the
and
niggas?
ass
other
niggas,
I'm not
they
people.
some
gonna
bots.
lie, V2 is my fucking dog, bro. V2, I know a lot of y'all know. Yeah, V2 is cousin. That nigga is so cool, bro. And that nigga has been stagnant because it's very hard for a smaller streamer to grow. Why? Because y'all niggas be so anti. Let me hop in the nigga chat who got 6 viewers, bro. Like y'all, like not y'all specific, but niggas like that's what I like. Those type niggas, bro. Like when I made that tier list years ago, months ago. This is when I realized this shit, bro. Like you know
I
how many
forgot about that
niggas,
tier
you
list.
know how many
I
niggas
totally forgot
commented.
about that
No,
tier list.
Denz. You know how I made it, and I'm not. I never seek props. I never seek recognition, but. And I'm not even mad at it, but do you know how many niggas commented their list under my list, and I made the list and had me, and who the fuck is this nigga? You know what I mean? Like it was, and when you look at the people that they watched, all they watched was fucking Bruce.
Your agent Bruce.
The big streamers,
like,
brother.
you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, y'all niggas is weird, bro. You like y'all take pride in being bots. And I'm not shading any of those streamers.
Minded
No, not for real.
All of those streamers, but y'all niggas who only watch big stream, you realize you're fucking bots. You're statistics. You're statistics, nigga. You're one of 6,000, nigga. You comment that nigga Kai seen that is streaming right now. Go type in that nigga chat and nobody will acknowledge you unless they
yes, bro. Nobody. You're not.
Nobody will give a fuck about you, bro.
I want to test
You
Yes.
just take so much pride, and I'm not saying niggas don't give a fuck about them. Like, yes, they care, but these niggas are too big to give a fuck about you.
Yes.
Like, niggas are too. Like, it's not that they don't care about y'all at all. If you ever ran into, bro, I'm sure if you ran into this nigga Josh, whatever, you like, hey yo, cool, YG, you know he gonna be respectful, dap you up, cool, woo, woo, woo. But in that moment, niggas don't give the fuck individually about you. They can't. How the fuck can how the fuck can he individually care about one person with 15,000 niggas in his chat right now?
Bro, Denz, you got a check mark, bro.
In it, bro. Y'all be so on dick about it, bro. Y'all be on niggas dicks about, well, this nigga made you. Well, you wouldn't be this without this. You wouldn't be this without this. You wouldn't be this without this. You got rated by this. Oh my god, like, bro.
You have a check mark, nigga.
Bro, I can take the check. I'm taking it off.
No, listen. The thing is, this nigga got a check mark, and he was still the streamer's still not gonna sell to him, that type of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. It's different. Like, it's a whole different thing between those niggas.
I hate you.
And
and I mean that mindset that Ant's talking about with the viewers, bro, not really, giving a fuck about the smaller streamers. You low key killing a community, bro, because y'all don't realize that y'all don't realize that like Josh and Bruce and them niggas not gonna be streaming forever. It's gonna be time for smaller niggas to come up. If you're not giving them smaller niggas a chance, bro, to like give them the time of day to go in their chat, say what's up, 100%. See how they doing, and like give them the respect they deserve, bro. Bro, you might draw some people away from streaming that could have been like the next nigga you finna watch.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to go and support the small niggas.
They won't support you until you blow up, and then you're a thing that talks.
Yes,
that's
that I hate
bro,
that.
Oh my god, because it's really it's the same niggas who do that.
Like, you're not an OG, bro.
Who tell you to stream. It's the same niggas that be like, nah, bro, just do it and never show up to your chat, bro.
Hey, don't
and never. The only time they show up to your chat, right, is when you get affiliated and your founders drops and niggas like getting your founder spots. You know what I'm saying? So that the niggas who actually like it's so funny. It's very. I remember Abby's like my fucking niece. As weird as Abby is, Abby's like my real life niece, bro. That's my niece. You know what I'm saying? Y'all chill out. Y'all don't disrespect my niece, right? She had been telling me. She had texted me, she's like, yo, Aunt, when you get your affiliates, let me know because I want to be and she still show up to support, right? But like, she dead ass was mad because my shit sold out offline. Like, nigga, I don't even know how that happened. But the thing is, like, out of those 10 founders, 1
or 2 watch you still.
2 of them probably consistently show up, if that. No, because I can't remember the last time I saw. Now, mind you, I do have some pretty fire sub badges. If I do say so myself, shout out us like Conto. Maybe I'm gonna give niggas the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they want they tough badge. Maybe niggas want they sub badge. But I ain't seen a founders badge. And as a matter of fact, the niggas who I know that used to have founders badges, some of them, I don't know if it just went away because they ain't resub in like 3 months, and then they weren't around for like 4. So you know what I'm saying? Or niggas might show up, you know what I'm saying, just to get their subs so they can be like, oh, I'm a founder, in case y'all forgot, and then never talk again in the chat.
Yeah, nigga. I know this is not a little off topic, but like speaking on like people that tell you to stream, bro. I've had so many people. I've had a stream. I streamed for like I did a whole 24. Right. I get a DM from somebody saying, "When are you gonna stream again? You haven't streamed in a while." I said, "What?" You said, what? It's a Denz stream. I'm like, I'm streaming right now. What are you talking about? Stream?
It's just crazy.
NPC, they bots. You're not a real person.
Literally robots.
I be saying people not real people. I be saying
like they can't be real people.
But it really be true. These niggas are not real people. Like
they really not.
My fucking Discord bio says I'm streaming, you stupid bitch, nigga. Like literally,
they missed the whole 24. I'm like, how do you miss the whole 24? Unless you're not on Twitch, how do you miss a whole 20? My
whole 24. The whole 24 hours.
No, don't know this going like every 4 hours or some shit.
You know what?
That nigga definitely got a couple.
I missed it. You know, I missed it because right around 9 o'clock, that Your Age Gaming noti went out.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And they don't see no other streamer. They don't see no other streamer.
That's no shade. That's no shade at all. And what all I mean by that is I really feel like y'all niggas. Not y'all, like not you. Denz has done a success. Denz is actually, it is one person, like no dick suck shit. There's one person you should look up from a smaller streamer side on what you should do as a smaller streamer is Denz, because a lot of people fail to realize this. And I've said this so many times. I will not feel complete until I branch not away, but away from YRG. And what I mean by that, you simply cannot grow. You simply cannot reach your peak. If you're like, you heard that expression, you can either give a man a fish or you can teach a man how to fish.
Yes.
What it is when you're in YRG, you're being fed fish by, it's almost like retweet for mutuals. You're being fed right? But you know what I'm saying? What happens when the nigga who giving you fish all of a sudden he leave for a second? You know, it's like,
yeah, you gotta fend for yourself.
You have to develop your own community. Like, don't ever, like what I'm saying, don't be mad because don't get me wrong. If you're in YRG, once Rage hit that go live, once Kai hit that go live, if you're chilling at 30, you're losing niggas. You're going to lose niggas. 100%. And was saying this yesterday, Fall. I love you because Fall, you followed yesterday. I do remember that, Fall. You did follow yesterday, and I was talking about this shit yesterday. Your Immortal stream, that's crazy. Oh God, I was supposed to be streaming. I forgot. I was supposed to be streaming. Nobody get on me. I was supposed to be streaming. That being said, you're going to lose niggas. You know what I'm saying? You're going to lose niggas. You're going to lose niggas. But that's because you are dependent on niggas right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that nigga Kai is live and Denz is chilling at 91. Like type shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I told you. I was like, when I don't care how many people are in here, because obviously every day, every stream, every 30 minutes is going to be different, right? So in the time that I have the people, I'm hoping that whenever their favorite whatever boots up, I'm still their person that they go look at, because that's something I want. I'm trying to build a connection. I don't give a fuck about how many people are viewing me, and that's what I feel like I've done over the past year, is that when I stream, I utilize my time well with the people to connect with them better, so I'll become someone. Like when people put DZG in them, they don't just put DZ. Like I really fuck with people that put shit like acronyms of my shit in their name, because I know those people are going to be in my streams, because that's what I've founded upon. Like that, I don't know. I completely agree with what you've been saying. The cracking event, you went down to like 50 to 60, and I was cool, bro. It's cooling.
Hey yo! I did go live. I was supposed to go live like 2 hours ago. I didn't go live right now though.
But at the same time though, it's still a great opportunity to get out there, being tied into community type shit. It's not. I wouldn't necessarily tie it to the same analogy of giving a man a fish. I'd probably say it like, if say there's two niggas, right, and you give them both like a fucking apple or some shit, right? There's one nigga, he's gonna eat the apple and ask for more. There's another nigga that he's gonna plant that shit. He's gonna get a tree, and then he's gonna have as many apples as he fucking wants.
I like that.
Like you feel me? You give a nigga like Josh, a nigga like Bruce, a nigga like Janix. They might help out somebody that they're cool with, but a nigga like Denz would take that shit and keep and make their own shit off of that. They gonna pivot, they gonna grow, they gonna
You
figure
gonna
some
plant
shit
that
out.
seed.
But
You gonna plant
different,
that seed.
like a different nigga gonna end up, you feel me, not doing that same shit. A different nigga gonna be like, damn, now that well's dried up, why he not helping me out no more? Now I'm down bad, why he not helping me out no more? But it's like, you can't always expect that crutch. You can't. You gotta be able to make that shit. You gotta be able to get your own shit at the same time.
Yeah.
You gotta use the opportunities you're given.
Y'all use analogies and shit, I almost I get it, but I got it because you heard it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I understand what y'all saying, and like I get it for sure. And that is the goal, to branch off away from being tied into that community, and I think I'm trying to do a good job of that. But that's just the ideal goal though. You gotta, like, I don't just be like, I'm gonna look at Den, but just take somebody like this, like he branched off, he used what he got, and now he got his own thing. That's the ultimate goal as a streamer, and I respect it. And I will do that my own one day.
It's a thing. Okay, so it's because you're not gonna grow on Twitch if you're not in a community. I'm gonna say that first.
Exactly. That's
so,
exactly what I'm saying.
So it's just utilizing
What's around you.
your community and then making it your own. Like utilizing the people that come from wherever they came from and then making that into your own thing. So how I get what say Josh and Janix, like people started like knowing about Janix. He blew up from GTRP, but he was tied along with Josh for a pretty big majority of his beginning phases, and then Janix completely branched off and started doing his own thing, and now JXG is a completely different side to what YRG is, right? So and then, like with me, I have people that saw me from Josh. I collaborated with him, or I did things with him. I don't even call it collaboration. We just played games together and we talked together. I went from that to doing what I'm doing now and having my people and doing that. So like I'm still in the community, but I still have my own community. Does that make sense? So
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
It is figuring, TK specifically, and Danny specifically, because that's where like that's, you just have to utilize the community that you're in and then run with it and create your own thing.
Yeah, you don't necessarily gotta break out of it, but you gotta make your own lane, carve your own shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because breaking breaking out of some shit, especially on Twitch, you're trying to do, literally it's impossible to grow into like straight by yourself. It will not happen at all. Like, it's not you're just gonna run yourself up a wall. So you might as well, you feel me? Like I had to learn this myself too. It's just like, because I'm a person that I don't like taking help from people. If I have the option, I'd rather just get out the mud and just I'd rather, exactly what I'm saying. Like I'd rather just let my hours show, I'd let my work show, I'd let what I put out show. But that's not enough.
Yeah,
your work being good isn't enough. It's not. Like you need there's a lot of shit that goes into it.
No, 100%.
To be honest with you though, I feel like what it is for me specifically, it's not even a matter of fact. It is kind of not wanting any help, but it's not expecting any help, and I think that's kind of where it gets dangerous.
Yes,
because
I know what you're saying.
Like I've been in a lot of situations where it's like I ain't had no help anyway. So like I have a very toxic mentality, and I'm glad I have a group of people who are trying to get me out of it. But it's like, nigga, I've been through this already. Like I did this, but I'm cool. I'm straight. Like I have and it's not bad to be confident in your ability, but I have like an over exaggerated concept of what I can do by myself, because it's like, bro, I already did this. Like I did it, so I'll be cool. You know what I'm saying? I'll be cool.
Yeah, and I totally understand the whole point of like wanting to do it yourself and wanting to be to yourself, but a little help along the way doesn't hurt. And it's not saying that you're relying on that quote unquote help to get to where you need to get to. It's just the fact that they're just trying to like, I don't even know what specifically I'm trying to go with that, but it's just like I feel like when people think of like, oh, I'm doing this by myself, yeah, opening doors. Yeah, basically, it's just trying to open more doors for you to get to where you're trying to get to. So like with the whole community aspect, like with Josh specifically, I'll say for me is like he just opened doors that would have taken me years, maybe months, or whatever, to get to where I'm getting to now, or Jeremy, or whoever it may be. But it's not like I rely on those people. It's not like I to get the things that I'm getting now. Does that make sense? It's not like you're relying on me for your views, or you're relying on someone else in the community to get this or that type of thing. So I don't know. That whole topic with that specifically is just so.
It's a discoverability aspect, you know. Like,
yeah,
if people have a way to know you, why not take that? Like, there's not many other ways where people are gonna genuinely figure out who you are without you building connections with other communities and reaching out to other groups and shit. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen on your own. You like one thing you gotta learn, especially working in this avenue, is you gotta learn how to take help.
Yes, 100%. And I feel like it's not asking for help; it's just natural help that comes along the way. If that makes sense.
And don't reject. Like if somebody's holding a handout to you, don't reject it type shit. Like, be receptive to it.
Yeah, GG. GA chat. GG. G fucking G. G fucking G.
Oh yeah. On that note.
G.
Is this the answer?
Yes.
Oh, he eating a boil too. That's over it, bro.
What the
He
fuck?
eating a boil, bro.
That is
He eating a boil, bro. Oh god.
You know how much
Oh my.
Nigga, you know how much them boils cost, bro?
That nigga just spent 100 on some food.
We got
nigga.
one. We got one.
He knew what he was doing posting that. He knew he was.
That boy 360 no hoes. 360 no hoes.
That boy hood. That boy locked down. That
Ain't
boy
gonna lie.
locked
Get the
down.
happy ass shit off my screen, bro.
Niggas
swiping up
happy,
and just
bro.
saying 4K.
Bro, like niggas are happy, bro. That shit makes me.
Niggas got the nerve to eat a boil and be happy at the
Yo, what's
same
good,
time,
Seven? Yo, what's
bro.
good, Seven? What's good,
Seven?
Seven? He lost that nigga.
Nigga, I'm happy
That's
for him too, but fuck, man.
When
is it my turn?
Bro, you acting like
it's
not
Same
already.
thing.
Hey, the streets lost a good nigga. The streets lost a good nigga today.
What's good, Delta?
Yeah,
The streets lost a good nigga
Nigga,
today.
he knew what he was doing.
We did. We lost the soldier.
He can hibernate for a minute.
No more
Niggas
Thought
pissing
Samson
off.
in the building. That's tough. I guess
Gotta change name to Cuff Samson now.
Yo, you know it's crazy, bro. I know how y'all niggas is, bro. Cause I seen how y'all was doing that nigga his last stream, bro. That nigga missed one day of streaming. Nigga, oh, you was with your girl. You with that girl. Like, bro, nah, y'all weird, bro. Y'all is weird, bro.
The whole time he was, bro.
What did he just do? What is he doing right now? He said, "Fuck the podcast." He said, "I'm about to be with my shawty."
Hey,
right.
bro.
He just texted me. He's like, "Yeah, fuck this stupid ass podcast." I was like, "All right, bet." Go be with your girl.
That nigga's at the dance salon, bro. Having a great time.
All right. Go with your girl.
He said all that, but
Speaking of that, bro, my girl just came through. I gotta go, y'all.
Whoa.
My bad.
Whoa. Imagine.
Are you Mr. Bitches?
He got them all around his finger. Crazy.
Which one is it? Number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4?
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
My head
What's
hurts
the
too much.
10?
My head hurts too much.
Y'all gonna make me mad.
Which one of your hoes was in your head?
Ooh.
All right, bro.
Wait,
Good
which
night.
head are we talking about?
Yo! Nice, y'all have a great rest of your podcast.
We're gonna have a Sammy the Third soon.
Don't put that on him, bro. Do not put that on him, bro. Do not put that on that man, bro.
It's Lloyd. Blame Lloyd.
Bro, it's fucked up, bro.
Whoa,
Damn, that's fucked up.
What happened? Hold on, I missed it. What happened?
Oh, nah,
bro.
Definitely this is wilding.
It's that nigga Samson finna have a jet, bro.
That is the third sign. That is.
So, Michael, when's your kid coming?
That's on the third
Ooh,
song.
All right, y'all. It's been straight. You know what I'm saying?
What the
Good
fuck?
podcast. You know what I'm saying? 4-hour podcast. You know what I mean?
Shout
It's
yourself
been
out.
it's been
Shout
good.
yourself
It's been
out.
good.
Shout yourself out.
It's been
Go
good,
ahead.
bro.
Who are you?
You know what I mean?
Who are you?
Yeah, but especially good.
Shout yourself out. I want everyone to shout themselves out. This is the end of the video.
Who going first?
You
nigga.
bitch.
Oh, me?
the chorus.
Damn. All right, shit. Goddamn. You know what I'm saying? My name Micah.
Okay.
Micah, not Michael on Twitch.
Okay.
You know, you want to catch me over there doing, you know
You're
what I'm saying,
just on
chilling
Twitch?
and stuff. I'm on YouTube too, but I can't shout that out yet. 'Cause, you know, a nigga lazy, can't edit the videos, but I'll do it soon. I promise.
Okay.
It's
I
so real.
promise.
It's so
I'm gonna get to
real.
it. I'm gonna get to it though. But I'm on TikTok too. So you trying to watch some TikToks? I'm on TikTok too, bro. That's about it. That's about it though.
Okay. What about you, Mr. I don't even know your name. ANT. What does that mean? I don't.
Are you talking to me? You talking to me?
I don't know who you are.
Who are you?
Oh shit.
Yeah, let us know.
Who?
Inform me.
Are you referring to me?
This camera. This
Who?
camera.
Talking
That camera.
to Mr. ANTBD15.
Oh, okay.
Oh, word.
Are you talking to?
Okay.
Hold on. You talking about 1.4 in 9 months? You talking about 3 playlist artists? You talking about 19K plays on Flyway? You talking about
him.
about like give me a year and a half? You know what I'm saying?
Some kid in no got shot
talking
and
about
shot out. He only
top
a
5 light
sophomore.
skin, only
It was only in
behind
the
Drake and
wrist
Kelly
toe,
Oubre.
so
You know
he
what I'm saying?
obtained-
Damn, Shady. I'm
That's
glad
what
Yo,
I'm
you
talking
said
about.
some crazy shit. I ain't gonna say that. No, it's cool.
Okay.
Yo,
Type
Micah,
shit,
don't
man.
bro. What's up with you, bro?
All right, my bad. Hey, my bad.
What'd you
Go
say?
ahead. Go crazy. Go
Right,
crazy.
nah, I don't even remember. I was playing Dead by Day. Like, you know, you say crazy shit when you play games, bro. You used to say the problem is niggas set me up, bro. Niggas know when you play the game.
Yo, you straight, you bro,
Whoa.
you straight, bro, and you good, bro. Go crazy, bro.
Whoa.
Racist, tell your shit, yo. Full-time gang. What's good, Cass? What's good?
All right, next person. Wait, who's the side eye one with the Travis Scott? Who that nigga be? Some Cod Sweat. Who
My
that
name
be?
is ZC Trigger.
Yo!
Twitch.
I thought he said the other one.
Nigga, the fuck up.
All the
I thought he said the other one.
Fuck up, nigga.
Yo!
Lie, bro. I thought he did too.
Yo, I thought he said the other one.
I thought he was about to say some crazy shit. That's why I
I
said
thought you
yo,
would
bro.
too.
I thought that was a crazy one, bro.
Got
Nah,
the that.
They play on Twitch.
Okay. What else? You only on Twitch?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna TikTok.
Hey, maybe TikTok too.
Okay.
Maybe.
Word. Okay.
Maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Hashtag death for partner. Hashtag death for partner.
Whoa!
Get him right.
No. Michael for partner, Kobe for partner, Ant for partner, Lloyd for partner, Stanson for partner. You know what I mean?
I know.
That's fine. That's fine. On God.
Go crazy, Jimmy. Go fucking crazy.
You know what I mean?
Wait, who's this nigga with the dog picture? The fuck? Yo, hello?
Oh, you talking about me, bitch?
Yo, bitch. Yo.
Nah.
Yo.
Yo, what's good?
Yo, what's good, ho?
Yo,
Yo, who you be, nigga? What the fuck?
who I be? Okay, hold on. On Twitch, twitch.tv. It's King Kobe underscore. KVEG KOBE underscore.
Oh shit.
On YouTube it's Kobe underscore because I'm trying to change my name. Don't worry about that. But we finna get to the upload. We get to upload these videos. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
On Instagram it's Kobe underscore ITZ Kobe underscore. Same thing for the Twitter. On SoundCloud it's ITZ Kobe as well. You feel me? We everywhere. We finna be everywhere. We finna go crazy. There for partner.
What the fuck?
Denz for 1K soon, 1K viewer average.
Yeah.
Michael for partner, and for partner.
Oh, we for partner.
Yeah,
Kobe for 2K. Kobe for 2K.
All my niggas partner. What the fuck?
Kobe for partner. Kobe for partner.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate Denz for having me. This was.
No, I appreciate each and every single one of you for taking the time out because I know how hard it is to get everyone, and I know I've been bullshitting this for like a couple weeks, but I do really. Appreciate it.
I ain't want to say nothing.
No, you can say. No, go ahead, say. I've been bullshitting, nigga. I've been bullshitting this motherfucker.
Bro, Abby, shut your weak ass up, fuck nigga. You don't got no legs.
Oh my
Christ.
That's crazy. That's
Oh
wild.
fuck.
Lord have mercy.
Oh
That's
shit.
hey, that's
Lord have
crazy.
mercy.
I don't let that nigga talk to me, especially if I was eating ketchup chips. That's just me though.
Could it
Oh
be me? Could it be me?
fuck.
Could
Wait,
it
after
be
he
me?
called
Could
you
it
a
be me?
bitch, you
Could
gonna
it be
say
me?
that? He called you a bitch.
Could it be?
I appreciate
Ketchup.
everybody
Nah, that's
for coming here,
crazy.
you know.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, that's
I appreciate
crazy.
everybody for coming here talking, you know, just sharing their thoughts about everything.
Ketchup chips fire. Nah, but that don't even sound right, bro.
Here,
Stop
wait.
saying
Is Lori
that.
gonna say something next?
Bro,
I know Lori's gonna say
ladies
something.
don't matter.
Ketchup chips not bad.
Oh shit,
Abdi,
bro.
how's the wheelchair?
Ketchup chips not bad, nigga. Just eat fries,
Oh.
nigga. What's up with you, bro?
He ain't got no more.
Y'all Canadian niggas too good to eat
My
fries
fault.
with ketchup, bro. Y'all gotta do ketchup chips, you bougie ass niggas.
Oh fuck. What's
Y'all,
next?
black
Mayo
Americans always
chips.
down
Shit,
hate
bro.
on.
Dan, hey Dan, he don't got the wheelchair. No, he tell you I took it.
Oh
Hey,
I mean,
fuck,
I'm calling you a
bro.
bitch.
Jesus.
I myself
Yeah.
am calling you a bitch that can't walk and can't talk either. Pussy fuck.
Lord.
nah,
Bro,
that's crazy.
what you
Lord
on with
have
like a
mercy.
trying, bro?
Nah, it's all love. Habibi. It's Habibi. My fault. My fault.
Nah, fuck that nigga. Don't worry.
Okay. Maybe Kobe's right. Fuck that nigga.
People with this K, nigga, fuck that nigga. I don't care about what he talking about.
Oh shit. Legatron is not too much on Abdi when you got bad knee. All right.
At least he got
End the
knees.
video.
Yo,
End the video. End the
nigga.
video. Bye,
That's
1942.
crazy.
Goodbye.